Warning. The following program is a recap of the HBCU sports world. It is meant to be comedic and informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their schools, or all black people. There may be some cuss words and some cultural words. If that bothers you, move along. If you're young, please seek permission before watching any further. If you at work, make sure you got your earbuds in. Don't blame us if you get fired. Thank you. The Outspoken Show.
And P.S. Don't be so damn sensitive.
You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Jet, we Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You flaring to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like them other guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Miggy for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring son up, baby.
Hey yo, Scotty, we back. Appreciate you for reaching out. I'm like, hey, it's outspoken. A lot changed. Granted, the concept we still hosting. Giving you the fix you need when on the screen. The veteran, Captain Petty, giving you medicine. Come tap in. You know Scott gon' do what he do. Might not want to hear it, but here go the hard truth. Perry about the numbers, regret if you're not fact-based. When you run your lane, the numbers seem like a statue. Wait. Hey, Scotty, man, I'm not feeling it. I don't think the people feeling it. Let me get in my bag a little bit, just showing what this outspoken really about to be like. Outspoken, this is more than conjecture. These days they land people are so glad that we got our own. Hunger insatiable, made for you if you say you objective. Hard truth offering, no offense, just perspective. Come get your dosage and go with me. We spit it like poetry. The pivot was pivotal, could rhyme here, but I'd rather not. Some say Say Scotty, some cold Scott, the best one since Stewart. If you know, then you know, but if you don't, then you lost. Let me be frank for a minute, cause we all know that's how Perry be. Break it down the game for what it was, no apologies. This my hypothesis, you tune in, you like watching it. It's common sense, obvious, competent, rugged, and confident. Hey, we outspoken, we outspoken, we outspoken. This is outspoken, and we gon' put on a show, even if we hear you say I can't stand. It's outspoken.
Hey, backpack. I think we got another one. They think we
What is going on, everybody? You already know what it is, man. Happy Monday for anybody that is not in the yellow and blue. Ooh, anybody that is not in the yellow and blue. I hope you are having a tremendous Monday. But listen, without further ado, and let me say this before I introduce my co-host. We are taking calls in the first hour of the show to talk about the game because I know a lot of you guys, it was late, didn't get a chance to call in, didn't get a chance to speak your piece to Perry. Now, we are taking calls in the first hour. I will let Perry explain the rules to you so he can give you all that energy, but I'm just letting you know what he told me to tell you. So listen, without further ado, my brother from another, please give it up my co-host, Perry White. I played that like 2 times.
What's up, Scotty?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Nothing.
Why you all blacked out, my boy? Ain't nobody can see you.
I ain't want the people to see what happened to me in Atlanta. And people, huh?
It can't be that bad.
You want to see?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Don't laugh at me, Scotty. Don't laugh at me, Scotty. I'm hurt. I'm hurt, Scotty.
Oh, goddamn.
Don't laugh. It hurts, Scotty. I can't laugh too much.
That boy got a neck brace on.
Hurt.
Boy, they turned you everywhere but loose on Saturday.
You want to know what happened?
What happened?
About 7:30, Scotty. I was chilling. Stop laughing, man. It's some serious stuff. My neck, I can't laugh because I'm hurt. My eye, I'm walking. It's about 7:30. Goddamn eagle that flew out the sky and attacked me and whooped my ass, Scotty.
Just no reason.
I don't know where that eagle came from. Just North Carolina, I guess. It was one of them North Carolina eagles and swooped down and whooped my ass.
Oh my God.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have some sympathy for me. You see me, I'm not in a good condition right now.
I hope that's covered by insurance.
We in discussion. The eagle ain't had no insurance.
He said y'all in discussion.
It swooped down and whooped my ass. So
Hey, yeah.
Y'all pray for me in the chat. Y'all see it hurt.
Is that an eye patch? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough, man.
Yeah. And to make matters worse, when I was on the ground after the eagle attacked me, some people came by and whooped me with a belt.
Did you get a look at their faces?
I couldn't see them. I just saw the shirts. It was like a maroon color. They took off running after they whooped my ass. If anybody seen them, if anybody was a witness to this ass whooping, I need you to call the Atlanta police as soon as possible.
I'm gonna talk to Josh. Now Josh, I don't he's not a part of those type of activities. So I'm gonna see if he has seen some maroon and gray running around there. Was this on the field, outside the stadium?
Yeah, I need Detective Campbell on this one.
Oh yeah. Call in Crime Stoppers.
I done got my ass whooped.
Man.
Yeah, I look bad?
Dog, I could have hit you with the Friday. Damn, but I didn't know it was gonna be like that.
Stop. I can't laugh too hard.
The neck brace alone. That's bad.
I got attacked by an eagle and then got whooped with some belts. I didn't see shit. That just I ain't see shit. You see my eye, my neck. I'm hurt, Scotty. I'm hurt.
How'd you get back?
Ambulance.
Mm.
Yeah, they airlifted me and got me on back. Yeah. I'm glad you got some sympathy for me. I hope
I knew you told me you was running late. I didn't know why you was running late because it was supposed to be at 8. You said you had some stuff I didn't know you had all the man.
Yeah, I had to go to my meeting. They asked me what happened at the meeting. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed to tell them, Scotty.
What did you tell him?
I failed. Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
It ain't funny.
You sound like a battered woman.
Mm.
Like I ran into a cabinet. Like, what you mean you ran into a cabinet?
I fell down some steps.
Oh my God, that is wow.
But I had to tell the people what happened. So for everybody, I got attacked by an eagle. It's about 7:30 in Atlanta. I don't know what happened. It came out of nowhere, Scotty. I didn't see it.
That must have been an HBCU neck brace. Somebody said I ain't seen a neck brace like that since the 80s.
Get your ass attacked by an eagle and see what happens. Yeah.
Oh man, P. I feel for you, P. Man.
You
but
feel for me?
Are you able to get? Can we get through the show? Are you gonna be able to get through the show or?
I listen to some callers if there's some callers on there.
Yeah, let's see if any call. Let's see if some callers. Now, we ain't got no callers. Ain't no callers. So you free. You straight.
My doctor told me to take it easy.
Hey, listen. Yeah. I'll guide you through the show today. And I said I'll guide you. I'll push you through along. I'll push you along the show today.
I showed up. I didn't want to present myself like this, Scotty, but you ever got your ass whooped before?
Listen, I haven't got beat like physically, but I have made a fool out of myself. I'll never forget that homecoming game where I had the clown stuff on and everything. It was rough, man. It was rough. I had to sit on that live for 3 hours and take all the ridicule. So I'll never forget that in my life. I swear to God, I'll never forget that. That was one of the worst lives I ever did in my life.
Well, I didn't want to show folks what happened, but I got my ass whooped in there.
I respect it, P, that you showed up here, beat, battered, and bruised and all. But you a real one, P. You a real one.
I'm a real one. They've been looking for me. Well, here, you want a nigga? Here, nigga.
Nigga here now.
Nigga here now.
All right, we got some callers. When they said you was taking calls, they ran to the phone lines. D from Ohio, coming to you, man.
Scotty P, what's going on? Can y'all hear me, fam?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, man, I'm sitting here in tears, man. Hey, P a fool, man. But you know what, Perry? That's why we rock with you, fam, because you keep it a beam, man. Like you could have went MIA tonight, man. You came in and you took it like a champ, man. Like I got so much love and respect for you, man. And tell Josh them they ain't had to do y'all like that, man. But in the mighty words of the great American poet Dennis Green, the old coach of the Cardinals, man. Southern is who we thought they was, man. Like I hate to see you go out like this, P. But Scotty and everybody been saying it. We all been saying it. They do not show up in these big games, man. And I just hate for y'all to have to go through this, and y'all might have to pull the trigger and get Mac down there, man. I like Graves as a person, but as a coach, he don't show up in these big games, man. Like that's just the truth of the matter. But We love you, Pete, and we hope you feel better, brother. I ain't gonna badger you too much tonight. I got much respect for you for even showing up tonight, brother. Seriously.
I appreciate that.
I'm sorry.
All right, y'all be good.
All right, D. Wait. Oh
I
man.
don't know what's so funny, man.
No, it's just because you really can't talk, so you gotta keep your neck stiff and stiff.
Oh boy, let me tell you, y'all pray for the sick and the shut in, because
7134 coming to you.
Hello?
Yeah, you live. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this Reese. What's up? Scott, what up, there?
What's up, Reese?
Hey, I'm gonna keep it brief, but I had went to the game, man, and I just want to say, Southern, y'all really showed some good hospitality because, like, I'm telling you, like, them folks fed me. They made sure I was straight. And they're like, man, you want something to eat? They fed me, whatever. The game was cool. The score was the score. I ain't gonna sit here and talk mess because I'm worried about my Bulldogs. But yeah, I really like the game. Southern showed some good school spirit. North Carolina Central showed some good spirit. It was some good HBCU fun, man.
That's good, man.
And Perry, I was looking for you, man. I was walking around trying to look for Perry, trying to shake your hand, but I couldn't find you.
You know, Perry be on the field, man. If you ain't on the field, Perry can't do nothing with you. You know, he got that prime access.
Oh yeah. I ain't get on the field till fifth quarter.
Yeah, and also at the same time, you know, I know you're an A&M alum, so you're not used to that hospitality of getting fed. So I just hope that it's reciprocal whenever you have an opportunity to do something for somebody else. That you A&M alums, y'all take notes of how hospitality is shown.
Hey man, I be telling people, man, if you come to our tailgate, man, come by the Sigma tent. I'm gonna make sure you well fed. I'm gonna make sure you get some good drink. I'm gonna make sure you straight. Now I can't speak for everybody else, but you tell me, hey, I'm pulling up to the
I can speak for everybody else, and everybody else ain't doing it.
Reese, I hope you would have found me, because I needed somebody to save me from an ass whooping. With nobody around when I got attacked. Yeah, I hate that happened.
Where were your antennas?
I do got one more question before I get off.
What's up?
So what happened with the I guess Southern's main quarterback? I heard something about he got left. Like, I don't know if Perry could speak on that or what, but I want to know what happened with that.
Perry, you know why your quarterback, did he get jumped by an eagle before he got to the stadium?
Got his ass whooped too.
Well, what I heard is that he missed the bus. That's why he didn't start the game. He missed the bus. Now, I don't know what caused him to miss the bus. Word in the street is that he missed the bus. That's it.
Maybe he knew something I didn't know.
Oh, shit.
Maybe he got the word that eagle was loose, and nobody told me that goddamn eagle was loose. Eagle and got out and came down and whooped my ass.
Thanks for the call, Reese.
Thank you, Reese. Pray for
Matt,
I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't in the best mood tonight. I'm hurt. I apologize. I'm hurting right now. So y'all be with me tonight.
Matt, coming to you.
What's going on, y'all?
What's good?
Man, nothing much. Perry, I hope you get well. Hopefully, this upcoming weekend you can get you some fried catfish, fried hard, from the Delta and Little Bean, and maybe you get a little bit better sooner. But I just got one question though. Do y'all think that moving forward, Graves has made the QB position controversial? And I'll get off and I'll let y'all answer.
Hey, appreciate the call, Matt.
All right.
For me personally, I don't think there's controversy because I think people know what McCoy is and what he can. I think the real controversy is what Jalen Woods truly is capable of. And I don't think anybody's truly seen that yet on the other side. So I think everybody kind of knows what Cam McCoy is and what you can expect from him. But the real thing is what's the upside on Jalen Woods. But Southern Jag, what do you how do you feel about the quarterback position? Do you feel there's a controversy? Why not?
The man missed the bus. Oh, that hurt. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just I'm having a tough time tonight.
Just because he missed the bus, that means he can't play no more? I mean, what we talking about?
Well, it's consequences to your actions, clearly. Don't you see me?
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Mhm.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, I'll say this for my partner over here who's
Yeah.
beat down and bruised. I think the controversy is what Jalen Woods looks like going into week 2, and if he shows up and shows out, is it still considered a quarterback competition? You know what I'm saying? And because it's still Valley at the end of the day, but if he goes in and shows up and shows out, where do they go from there? All right, 6660 coming to you.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Benjamin. I just have one question for you. That's all.
Okay.
What are we to expect if they get their ass whooped next week? Will he be in a full body race?
If that's the devil, the devil get it. I don't know.
He be what? He be wearing no full body cast.
I guess I'm going to hell.
I just want to know, you have a full body cast on next week?
Hey, yo, if you came in here with the full body, Jake, hey, yo, that Jake would be wild. I would be on the floor.
I just came from cutting the grass when I saw this shit. I was like, what happened to him? Yeah, was he in an accident? So, man, I hope you heal, heal back, but I hope you heal back, man. I'm just gonna sit back and look. I'm not gonna joke with you, because last year when I joked with you, that shit bit me on my ass this weekend. So I ain't gonna joke with you this way.
You can joke with me. I'm open to joke.
No, that's the Prairie View dude that you bet with.
Yeah.
You can joke, buddy. I'm okay.
I'm the one that sent you the scoreboard for the game the other day when
Josh
Hey, I want you to tell Josh this. I did announce it on my little show. Athletic director, they said they looking for you. I did announce it.
Oh, well, he said he.
So we'll see what happens. They keep talking that they want to play, other black competition. So I said, hey, this is what I heard on the street.
Hey.
They said they looking for competition.
Hey,
so they want you to pick up.
See what that next year's schedule look like. Appreciate the call, Benjamin.
Yeah, I mean, they ain't got no excuses. Yeah, all right, y'all have a good one.
Nah, you too, man.
Ain't nobody call and pray for me. They just want to beat a brother down.
Hey, listen.
I didn't already got beat down. How much can a brother take?
They said it's not enough. It's not enough. You getting all this work. Uncle Willie coming to you.
Hey, Scotty, first, before I start, how's that heel exercise and those tips I gave you this summer?
Absolutely.
How did they work out?
They worked really well. I'm still using them for football as well.
Did you see a percentage in the speed and his agility?
His speed, yeah. I'm still trying to get his arm strength stronger. That's the only thing. We're trying to build up his arms. Yeah. I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna text you offline tomorrow and talk to you about it.
Yeah. Right now, back to the game. Perry, I thought y'all was gonna do a lot. The only thing that came true to my predictions was you all would rush over 200 yards. You all too soft on that defensive on the defensive line and defensive backs. A lot of guys are just standing around doing nothing. Cam McCoy, I'm with Scotty. 2 years ago when we had that old Jason Brown debacle, I was saying this guy should be a slot receiver anyway. For him to even get a chance to even get looked at on the next level. He wasn't a quarter. It was a few people at Jackson that wanted to see him, but I knew what I saw. We knew what we were seeing. And people that know football. And I'm gonna tell you like this: you're gonna have a hover round if you play like that when it comes to Jackson. You're gonna be sitting in a hover round because we're not gonna be that soft. And I just hope you all improve. I hope you all get your quarterback situation. You all really made me feel bad. You made the swag look bad. Y'all got y'all ass whooped. Y'all really got y'all ass whooped. And I was hoping that Scotty would be wrong about this, but man, y'all got y'all ass. That's all I got to say. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Scotty.
Appreciate it, William. Appreciate it, William.
Scotty, be your own people, bro. your own people that get to do you any kind of way. Why y'all do me any kind of way?
Hey, listen, my boy Blue sent me this. He said, if you lose next week, this what you gonna look like. That Jake had me hollering.
Well, it was an eagle this past weekend. If the devil get me, I don't know. I'm going to hell, I guess.
Listen. Yo, listen, listen. That's on you, my boy. Dion from the SIP coming to you.
Scotty, Perry, how you guys doing?
What's up, D?
I've seen better days, D.
Perry, see, yeah, I appreciate it, man. And see, you know, I'm calling because I feel for you, brother. And I was gonna whisper a word of prayer so if we can all come together, bow our heads and close our eyes.
I appreciate it.
Father, Lord, we come right now on behalf of our brother Perry. Lord, you see the situation he's in. And if things don't turn around, the situation will be worse. Lord, I see a lot of band-aids, a lot of headache medicine. Father, I see even a straitjacket in this future. Because if they lose the valley and then go on and go to 0-4, I see Perry in a psych ward. So right now, Father, we're asking you to deliver them from the bad play calling of Mark Strickland. Lord, we're asking you to just be with them, because if things don't change, I can see the 1-800 I'm gonna hurt myself number getting real busy down around Baton Rouge. And I'm not talking about from LSU, Lord. So we come to you right now to just lift Brother Perry's spirits, because right now, Father, he can't seem to find you because he only have one eye. Lord, we thank you, and we ask you to continue to give him all the grace and the mercy he needs. And we're so thankful that football season is upon us. In your name we pray. Amen. Pierre, hope you feel better, brother.
Amen.
But
Amen, brother. I
if
appreciate that.
things don't get better, you're gonna get to talk to Owen and the rest of his cousins.
Hey,
get better,
Owen.
Have a good day, gentlemen. Yeah. Oh yeah, Owen is coming back.
Owen is here.
See, a couple years ago, if I'm not mistaken, Jackson State had a cousin named Owen. Well, I think he's finna take a trip down to Louisiana. And if things don't turn around in the Valley Country this weekend, if it's 0-4 the first 4 weeks, I think Terrence will be a greeter at Costco's or Walmart in a couple weeks. Y'all have a good night.
Oh, you too, D. Man, appreciate the call.
You ain't got no gospel music or something to uplift me tonight?
Let me see what I got.
I know you a praying man. You and your
it's really my wife. My wife, she got all the.
Where is she? Can she come in and pray over me?
That she cooking right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure she pray over that food.
I got you. 34-8 coming to you.
Hey, how you doing, fellow Jaguar Perry? I feel for you, my man. But I think it's time to start about rebuilding the football program.
I agree. I 100% agree.
You agree. Yeah, it's time we start thinking about it. But Perry, be honest with you, you didn't talk about it. This been 10 years in the making. They just snatched the covers off us. We hadn't been in the competition to beat a winning team for 10 years straight.
He preaching.
It's 10 years straight. And it's just like checkers. We hadn't been able to take a king. We were just feeding on the bottom. And it's time we move up. But my big thing is we got to start looking out of conference for coaches and for men's. We've been feeding on the bottom teams, pulling them up, thinking that we're going to win. We can't win like that. We got to get the winners. We are the Bluebirds. Be honest, when Southern wins, the whole SWAC wins. Wherever they go, they sell out. But we can't make that happen picking from the bottom. We got to start picking from the top. And I always look back. When they play that video of Pete Richardson's first game, look on that sideline what you see. You didn't see no coaches from the SWAC when he came in. He brought nothing but winners.
Hey.
Now, I know the guy over there in Prairie View talking a lot of noise. It sounds good, I mean, but it's one thing on the field. We'll see this week. But looking now, it seems like we're gonna go without a win. I feel like we've been exposed. The cover's been snatched off.
God,
what's up?
At least he can look back. I can't even look back. I gotta.
You gotta turn back. Gotta turn back.
He can look back.
Be able to take
I
a
can't
king.
look back.
Now we may be able to win some lower teams, but right now we cannot take a king. You can't look.
Hey, no, we here. Oh,
But we got a lot of improvement we need to do, and the quarterbacks we getting. I can watch you. So they run us. They're not quarterbacks. Look on the other side of the field. He went and got the best quarterback. He didn't care who he was. Somebody friend, another friend of a coach. Coach, help me out. The guy hurt. No, none of that count. If he can't play, he can't play. We got to get the best quarterback, period. I don't care if he in Hawaii. We got to go get the best quarterback. They're not doing that. That's all I got to say. A lot of improvement on the southern side. They got to. Maybe it's time to talk about rebuilding.
I agree. Thank you for the call. They not doing that, P. Like the man, they not doing that.
Yeah.
They not doing that. KP, coming to you.
Why? What's up, baby? What's going on with it, big baby?
And listen, I've been better. Perry, listen.
I've seen better
Perry
days.
with us. Sick. Perry with us. Sick.
I've seen better days.
Y'all. Man, you still my guy, man. But I gotta give us some tough love, baby. I gotta give a little tough love. Let me run it for about 30 seconds, Scott.
Do
And
your
you
thing.
chime in, Perry, you get your take. Scrap the whole book. Everything that's there, throw it in the trash can. We don't need it. It's useless. Them dudes are on a Windows XP platform. Microsoft don't support it. Updates don't even come there. The whole conference is on Windows 11. The old teaching from the 90s don't mesh with the new innovation style of play right now. That's Southern problem. You can't keep recycling old people to do new jobs. New young blood needs to be pumped into Southern, not at the position coaches, not at the training. You need young heads at the positions that counts, DC, OCs. Them guys, Mark, man, he has to go. That man don't have a new play. That man ain't have a new play in 3 years. When the last time you said, man, that play from Mark, I ain't never seen that play.
Never.
If you got, and this gonna really hurt, man. And we have to be honest with our school. We gotta be honest with my school at least. We always honest. We ain't running from the truth. Man, if you want to bring the nation back, and I don't know the attendance was, and I know it wasn't a real Southern nation there, but the people that went to Atlanta, that's your core, that's your meat on the bone. When you lose them people, you done lost your whole entire fan base. Because the people that didn't go, they'll go like when Jackson come, Alcorn, homecoming. But those people that go to them away games that they have on Pluto, and they have the games at the Sun, that follow Southern everywhere, once you lose them, you done lost your whole core. And that performance you did Saturday, them people, if they see another performance like that in game 3,
it's a wrap.
Your game 4, 5, 6, 7 is gonna be only people that's in pass at that stadium. So whoever in charge at the top, you need to go. You need to jump online and get Teddy Bridgewater. You need some new blood. Nobody in the SWAC, no OC that's been around 30 years. Do not contact nobody. You have to spend money. You don't even have to spend money. You have to just get somebody that care, that know more, that can work a computer that has Windows 11 on it. These guys can't work it. It's like this Southern staff is like giving them dudes the new iPhone, and they saying, "Hey, do everything on this iPhone." They can only call and text. Southern you can't move a program if you can only call and text on this iPhone.
KP, let me toss it to you real quick. If you had a choice between Marshall Faulk and Ed Reed as your new head coach, who would you take?
I would take Ed Reed.
Okay.
I would go with Ed, but and this is another thing. I'm structuring his contract on incentives. You will get a base salary, $200. Your salary can go to $350 if you beat Jackson, if you win homecoming, if you win this, you win that. I'm not going to get you $350 out the gate and you ain't never won a collegiate game yet. That's our problem. Put these dudes. Get these dudes crumbs to go out there and get. Don't get these dudes $350 out the gate and they ain't won a conference game ever. They ain't let alone won a high school game. 180 is my minimum. 200 is the ceiling. If you don't want it, go somewhere else. And these cats that's circling around, hovering around the conference, I'm giving you 140. If you don't want it, hey, I don't need you anyway because you wasn't winning where you at now.
Facts.
I'm not paying Graves $250. I wouldn't pay Graves $250. I give you 140, and you can work your way up to 250 when you do this and do that and do that and do this. If you don't have money, don't come out the gate spending money.
Facts.
Make these dudes earn their money, and then that's when you start talking. And then you put your clause in. If Ed do well, and you got a big school want to come get him, hey man, give me $1 million for him. You got to give me $1 million for him just to sit down and say that they saw you, just to say that you saw Ed. Give me $1 million. Then if you and Ed, y'all go do whatever y'all want to do, you pay me, then he can I release his contract and he can go do whatever you want to do. Man, that was sad, man. That was a sad performance. I'd have drove 9 hours to see that mess, man. I would have been pissed. Harry, get well, man. I'm gonna let y'all rock and roll, man. I appreciate you taking my call,
Anytime,
man.
KP. Anytime, man. Appreciate the call.
Yes, sir.
I know Perry he's not the panic type, he gonna take his bumps and bruises, he gonna get better and heal, and then he'll be back on.
Stop making jokes about bumps and bruises, guys.
All right, I'm gonna take these last 2 callers and then we're gonna move on. AT and Roy, coming to you. Now, before you say anything, Roy, your team is on the clock, and don't be on here talking about some Southern when you don't even know if you're gonna get a Division I win. So I just want you to be very cognizant before you start speaking.
Hey man, listen. Why you want to jump on me before I say anything?
Because I just need context. Because it's a lot of people on here. I got 750 people on here. Not everybody know about AT and Roy. Not everybody know that you an NCAD alum. So we need to have the expectation that somebody who can't get a Division I win should not be talking trash to anybody.
Yeah, so if you said my name right, they would get it. It's A&T Roy. So 3 quick things. Number 1, that Southern dude, he is both delirious and has jumped off the ledge too fast. Southern does not sell out everywhere they go. We saw it in Atlanta. That wasn't sold out. And then he talking about they're going to go win this. Man, he done lost his mind. So that's that. Now, Perry. Man, listen, I'm not as down on y'all as everybody else. Your starting quarterback didn't play in the beginning. That's a huge deal. I think I agree with BJ on the ripple effect of your defensive backs playing so far off, because I think you all didn't think you'd be able to handle the school down the road and handle the offensive line, so you were playing back. But I will say, what y'all should have done, you should have rolled up close enough that that dude from Central didn't feel like he could just turn and throw that ball out there. And then you bail on the snap for the most part. Sitting back there 10, 12 yards, man, that was a killer. And then you had 2, maybe 3 long passes dropped that might have been touchdowns, man. It would have changed the game. So I'm not as down on y'all as everybody else. Of course, what you did didn't allow us to see much from Central because they ain't have to work real hard. All right, so that's that. Scotty, is that good with you? I got one more thing.
No, go ahead.
All right, my third thing is I told you that I was going to make a prognostication.
Oh, God.
Right before the season started for us. So here's what it is. We're going to be better than we were last year.
That ain't hard, Brody. That ain't hard. What? One win? You had 1 win. 1 win. What
Hey,
is?
man,
Come
I know,
on.
I'm just telling you what I'm doing. What
That's
I said.
not a
I
prognostication.
said I was gonna give you a prognostication.
What is that? Put a number on it. Put a number on it. How many wins? Put a number on it.
Well, here's what I'll do. I'll go a little further, and I'm gonna give you the games. I think I did it the last time I called in,
and that was all
I'm gonna
wrong.
give you the games I think we can win. So Tennessee State, Hampton, North Carolina Central, South Carolina State, Maine, Campbell, and Elon.
Dog, you're not
We
winning.
got a good chance to win any one of those games.
Dog, you're not, first of all, the mere fact that you put NCCU even in there is just outrageous to me. You're not seeing it.
Hey, listen. We ain't gonna do what Southern did. I can guarantee you that.
A&T Roy.
And our quarterback is gonna be better.
A&T Roy. Watch out for them Eagles, brother.
Hey, listen, they ain't all that. Look at all the yards that ran on them.
Brother.
Matter of fact, the reason that Central was able to stop the run for the most part in the second half is they were pretty sure that the quarterback wasn't gonna be able to beat it. So guess what they did? They sat on the run. So, hey, listen, we ain't gonna play like y'all did. I can guarantee.
That man was talking about we not gonna play like you, and then they still lose. That don't even make no sense. Smash coming to you. Last 2 callers. Smash coming to you. Then 0187.
Man, fuck all that shit. I bet you $100 that y'all lose to North Carolina Central. If you want, I can send Scotty the money right now. I bet you $100 that y'all lose, and I'm going to that game. What I was saying, hey Scotty, yeah, we lost. You know what I'm saying? But to me, honestly, that I wasn't too impressed with North Carolina Central either, especially at the beginning of the game. You know what I'm saying? This is my opinion. Nigga might not want to hear that. I think that shit, if South Carolina State come out busting, I feel like they struggled too much at the beginning. Yeah, they pulled away. It is what it is. We got to ass up. I'm not saying that, but that's why I want to see. I watched the show. I wanted to see what was the good and what was the bad, what was the ugly. Because I felt like they should have kept their ass worse than that out the gate. That's just my opinion. But I feel like, they might have seen any new players or whatever. It's first game of the season. You got your jitters. But they wasn't that impressive to me. That's just my opinion. But that's just how much I do think.
They didn't have to do anything. If you think about it, they didn't have to do anything impressive. You didn't make them do anything impressive. They just did what you saw was just really basic, like mano football. Like, I'm just better than you. It wasn't anything like oh my God. It was just I'm better than you. Like, that's really what it came down to. And
even the first quarter and the second quarter, even half. What score was halftime?
You got okay. It was 17-14. It was 17-14, right?
That's not an answer to me.
But what I'm saying, it was 17-14. They fumbled on the 1, so it really should have been 21-14. But hey, 17-14. But when you break it down, Smash, at the end of the day, the only yards.
I think we do that. We do that too much. Like, we lost. We got ass, so cool. But my thing is, I'm looking at. Okay, cool. If there was so much of a dominant team, this should have been over from the get. And you saying they was so much better. You was down 3 points at halftime. They made that adjustment after halftime. Cool, but if they so much better is what I'm saying.
That's what makes a team better is if I can come. It's a game is 4 quarters. So if NCCU was up 17-14. And they won the game 17-14, I would 100% agree with you. I'd be like, yeah, Smash, they weren't there yet. That's not how that game went. You never scored again.
I know. To me, I was down for defense. Defense line just ass. I don't know what the fuck they didn't do. You know what I'm saying? It's a little day for a recruit off yet. Me, defense line was to me. If we had a better defensive line, I think that whole game would have changed to get more pressure. We wasn't getting shit after halftime. That to me, that was why we lost the game.
But that's all.
And
but again, listen, you're moving the goalposts with me, right? Because it's like you say, they're not. You said they weren't impressive, but what I'm trying to explain to you is that they as a team, because impressive is okay. When you're saying it, when I say impressive, it's like it's a culmination of coaching, players, and talent and all that. I talked to Perry about this. Southern is talented. You are a talented team. But when you have a bad coaching staff, I don't think you see the best of the talent. And me personally, I think Southern should be a triple option team. If you go with Cam McCoy, if you feel like Cam McCoy is your guy, they need to be a triple option team. If you turn Southern with Cam McCoy into a triple option team, they would be nasty. Like, I would not want to see them if they went triple option.
Listen. I agree. Listen, I definitely agree. So my whole thing is, yes, I'm not. Listen, I don't give a fuck about the staff. You know, y'all know who I wanted to coach. But I'm just saying, because I'm not one of them. I'm looking at the comments and saying delusion. No, I'm just being real with it is. To me, I look at I'm looking at everybody. Like, you know, I'm a pull up ass nigga. I'm gonna be at the game. I ain't gonna be one of the ones, and I ain't hard to find. But I'm just saying, like, matter of fact, I'm gonna go to that South Carolina State game too. Intentional. I want to see what was so cold that like everybody. I think it's a title two smashes. That was no fucking smash. That ain't one, and the coaching staff ass. We need to get rid of all of them too. Defense line up the part that pisses me off the most. I know out the gate. I'm like, these niggas ain't getting the pressure at all. So yes, I take the L. But my thing is, I just was like, this shit ain't. It's okay. I think it's more.
I look at it. I think your lack of your lack of respect for NCCU to me is really down. It really shows how bad Southern really is, because
I agree. And once again, I think I agree with that. That's a great ass analogy. I'm like, okay, if we so good, why wasn't the game over before half? And to me, even some of the third quarter, they struggled too. We kept shooting ourselves in the foot. You're right. The talent is there, but that fucking what that is, the fucking inside zone with that shit is textbook. That's the easiest fucking stop. Like, what are they doing? And to me personally, I feel like they just fucking took a McNabb ball to the table and still using that dumb shit. This is just me. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck nobody. Ain't gonna tell me nothing. That's what I'm saying. My opinion. I do want to see, huh?
No, I said, yeah, you're right. You're right to your opinion. You're right to your opinion.
I'm saying I just feel like, but I see the talent, and I just feel like Dennis about to be a waste of talent to the team because the coaches and the defense line suck too. I ain't lying. But I don't know. That's just my time though. But I do still want to bet A&T Raw. If you want to bet that y'all be central, that's just how much confident I am that they gonna what the fuck outside.
That's fair, man.
Hey,
appreciate the call, Brody. All right, last caller, 0187, coming to you.
What's up, fella? How y'all doing, man?
What's up, man? What's your name? Where you calling from?
This Terry Scott out of Baton Rouge.
What's up, man? Talk to me.
Man, look, first let me handle business first.
Go ahead,
thing first. Bro. I had to call. I said, let me apologize to Scotty because I'm one of the very ones that defended Graves. You remember that?
Yeah.
He got hired.
Yeah.
So I'm calling in and I'm manning up like Pierre. I know Pierre hurt right now. So I'm gonna talk to him. I'm apologizing that I even opened my mouth to call myself defending that cat because after what I seen the other night, bro, that was undefensible. I'll put it that way. Pierre, my man, I seen your message, brother. I love you. You're gonna get well. We're gonna bounce back. Now, to you, Scotty. Watch this. You're gonna love what I'm finna say in this particular issue. You had already talked to Tony Clayton. How does that rant look good now?
Yeah.
Because he did not want to hire him in the first place. So how good do he look right now?
Real good.
Okay. So with my boy Pierre, hey man, hang on. We gonna hang on the rest of the season and see what the end gonna be. But I had to man up and call it and apologize, Scotty, because look, hey, I missed it. You were right on that one. Gotta. You pick my chest out like that boy on Baby Boy. I put my chin out. Gotta take the lick. But look, y'all have a good night. And I'm gonna continue to listen.
Hey, you too, man. Appreciate it, bro. Let me see something real quick. Just a few little tidbits. You looking real. Cousins, twinsies. What we doing here?
I can't laugh, Scotty. I'm hurt.
Looking real looking real similar there. That's all I'm saying. Looking real similar there, bub.
You know, I like the Arkansas Razorbacks.
You are, aren't you? Yeah, you're a Razorback fan. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. And then this, I heard this song, Perry, and I just. Hey, drop down and get your eagle on. Drop down and get your eagle on. Hey, drop down and get your eagle on. What is it? What is it? What is it? What?
Drop down and get your eagle on, girl. Drop down and get your eagle on, girl. Drop down and get your eagle.
Flap your wings. Flap your wings.
Just telling everybody, be aware of the North Carolina Eagle, man.
Oh my goodness.
It swooped down on me, Scotty, and attacked me. And then when I was down, some people ran up and whooped me, beat me with a belt. I got my ass. It's double whammy, Scotty.
That's crazy. Well, let's continue on because as we all know, if you didn't know the final score, let me see.
What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy?
He was talking. They put a clap into that boy. Somebody was talking. They put a clap into that boy. And at the end of the day, you already know. Trey the Truth. Trey the Truth. Free ass whooping. Handing them out. That's tough, man. That's tough. That's all.
God damn.
Boy. What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy?
He was talking. They put a clap into that boy. Yikes! 31 for. Now, what was your score again, Perry? It be like that, my boy. It be like that.
Tonight show for the people, man. It's for the people.
Well, that's good. Let's get into it. So, 2024, you won. But hey, that boy up there. That boy 1-0. That's how you start the season, right? 1-0. That's how I do it.
Why are you getting a ribbon? Now you don't start the ribbon yet. You just 1-0.
I know, but I'm
don't
in the
put
lead.
no ribbon.
I'm in the lead.
That don't deem you getting a ribbon.
Yeah, because I'm in the lead.
Oh, okay.
That's how we always do it. Whoever's in the lead.
No, it wasn't no ribbon. It was just the records up there.
Yeah, but the ribbon was to let you know who's in the lead.
Ah, I got you.
Yeah. Ain't nobody trying to cheat you.
What's up, man?
I'm good, Brody. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
We just all worried about you, man. We all
I'm
worried.
good.
You straight? Okay,
The doctor called. I had to take that call for a second. He told me I was good. So
okay,
I'm back.
All right, let's get into a little hot and viral. But I want listen before we get into that. Yeah, tell us just a quick recap.
You want me to recap the game?
Yeah. I mean, we already know the ass whooping, but hey.
Man, listen, it was an ass whooping. I wasn't prepared for it because, they say you got to have faith. You got to have hope. And if you don't have faith and you don't have hope, then what do you have? And I think coming into this game in week 0, everybody's going to have hope in their team because you don't know what you're going to see, right?
Back.
You just got to wait to see what your team look like. So everybody thinking they're going to go 1-0, but I had to learn the hard way this past weekend over in Atlanta that Southern ended up going 0-1. And I had a chance to talk to Trey Oliver before the game, man. And one thing I'm going to tell you I did like about his team. So, normally when teams warm up, they got their backs to each other and they're facing the goal post, right?
Yeah.
Trey turned his team to Southern and had the whole team lined up and was walking up and down the line saying, we're bigger, we're faster, and we're more
Wow.
They can't touch us. And he just kept saying it up and down the line of his team while they were stretching and warming up. We're bigger, we're faster, and we're more physical than them. Turn towards Southern. And I was just like, God damn, just, and having an opportunity because, Trey was here in Baton Rouge as the defensive coordinator. I loved the guy when he was here. And just considering the staff, even with Chennis Berry as the offensive coordinator, Matt Leone, who's the offensive coordinator now at North Carolina Central, is their offensive coordinator. A hell of a staff Dawson Odoms had put together here at Southern, considering what the success that these coaches have had at the programs that they have. But it's just something about Trey Oliver. And if you were at the game, and I was on the sideline, you literally heard Coach Oliver coaching the entire game. He's just different, man, and it's much respect. And for me, we talk about SWAC good. That's Southern. North Carolina Central is what you look for in this space as a championship contender team, and I say championship in terms of the black college space.
Yeah.
To me, they are what an FCS top 25 program looks like, and I believe they're headed in that way. And if they beat New Hampshire this week, I know we're going to get to that. Hey. But Trey has showed that consistently since he's been there. He's 7-0 in classics and MEAC SWAC Challenge, Celebration Bowl. I mean, he has his teams prepared to play. And one thing I really do like about North Carolina Central, when you really pull back the layers and you look at every year the stars that they have, consider a Walker Harris who sat behind Davis Richards, right? He waited his turn. You look at the running back who went off this weekend. He sat behind Jamari Taylor.
Yeah.
He waited his turn. You look at that offensive line, all 5 guys returned. What you see with that program is the development of players and having that camaraderie and that chemistry in that locker room and guys knowing the program. And it ain't necessarily built off of what a lot of people are trying to build these days, simply off the transfer portal. What Trey Oliver is showing you at North Carolina Central, it still matters to build guys up and keep them a part of the program and wait on your time to shine. And we've consistently seen that at North Carolina Central with him being the head coach. Him building his program, and it almost reminded me of what everybody complained about Odoms. It wasn't pretty, but at the same time, you watch guys develop. You watch guys get to where they needed to get in terms of recruiting the high school guys and keeping guys being a part of the program. 31-14 was the final score. I mean, early on, I thought we had a chance. But I'm going to tell you the most demoralizing thing that really caught my attention, that first drive by North Carolina Central.
Oh, man. 18 plays. It was crazy.
Straight hitch routes and handed off to number 1. And Southern was playing such soft. You throw the hitch, that's 4 or 5 yards every time. Am I lying?
No. 13 plays, 80 yards, 7-minute drive.
7-minute drive. I looked at it, I said, man, that was demoralizing. They literally did what they wanted to do. Southern gets the ball. Cameron McCoy goes down the field. Listen, the kid's fast as hell now. I can't take nothing away from him.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Just athletic as hell. And then Trey Holly with the big run. But let's look into this deeper. You take away those 2 big plays, it's tough. And I'm still where the receivers at. Where are the receivers? Now, one thing I do like about Cam McCoy, beautiful deep ball. Beautiful. Oh, man, the receivers got to go get that. Darren Morris, you got the layout for that, man. He put it there.
Yeah.
You got to lay out for it.
The end
There ain't
zone
no
one.
walking to the end zone play. That's
The end zone one, he definitely had to lay out for. You got to lay out for that.
You go get that. Coach wanted you to be the number 1 guy. You're supposed to be the dog out of the receivers. That's a dog go lays out and get that. This ain't pretty.
Yeah.
You don't walk into the end zone trying to walk. You go and lay out and get it by any means necessary. That's championship caliber football. So for me, I think North Carolina Central is an FCS team that's really good. I think Southern, looking from that game, is a SWAC team that's good for the SWAC. Overall in that game, you look at Southern, we lost 31-14 North Carolina Central. Congratulations to you guys for winning the MEAC SWAC Challenge. 21 first downs in this ball game for North Carolina Central, 15 for Southern. North Carolina Central on third downs went 6 of 11, and they were 1 of 1 on fourth down. For Southern on the other side, 2 of 10 on third downs and 2 of 3 on fourth down. 414 total yards of offense for North Carolina Central in this one. Very balanced offense. 186 yards in the air passing, 223 on the ground. On the other side for Southern, 342 total yards of offense, but this is where it hurts. Only 88 passing yards, Scotty. 88 passing yards, 249 yards on the ground. Imagine if you can get this offense to be balanced. Just imagine what this offense can be if you can get somebody with the receivers and the quarterbacks to and what happened to the tight ends?
Oh, Dupree didn't get a pass until the fourth quarter.
To the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Total in this game, it was just bad. Time of possession was North Carolina Central in the first half, but total 35 minutes, 6 seconds for North Carolina Central. For Southern, it was 24 minutes and 54 seconds. Now, you look at the box scores. Walker Harris, 22 of 27 in this ball game for 186 yards passing and a touchdown. Chris Mosley, shout out to that fella. He's still running. We can't stop him. 17 carries, 182 yards and a touchdown, and it was pretty much wide receiver by committee. Every receiver got in and did something. On the other side for Southern, Cameron McCoy, 9 of 14 passing on the day for only 70 yards. And then when they did put Jalen Woods in the game for the trash minutes, 4 or 5 for 18 yards. Trey Holly, shout out to the big guy, man. I say big guy, but he's really a little guy, but he plays big.
Yeah.
10 carries, 119 yards, 1 touchdown. We got to feed Trey Holly at least 20 carries a game. Yeah. We got to feed him. Cameron McCoy with his big run, 9 carries for 93 yards as well and a touchdown. Mike Franklin, number 7. He showed flashes here, but it was nothing he can do running straight into that brick wall of North Carolina Central's defensive line. 8 carries for 39 yards. The leading receiver in this one was Cam Jefferson, 3 receptions for 23 yards. And amongst all of that, you remember what I talked about being a complete team? Southern special teams stunk up the place. Trey Holly goes down and scores on the big run. We have the kickoff leading right up into the half.
The second quarter, yeah.
Horrible kick. Good return by North Carolina Central, put them in great field position. Before you know it, Chris Mosley breaks through the hole, jumps over the defender, takes off for a touchdown. Another one, a 7-yard punt.
Oh, yeah, he shanked that joint bad.
You put North Carolina Central in position, and what do? They go score. When you play teams like this, they allow you to beat yourself, and they take advantage of it. And so in this ball game, this was North Carolina Central. I have to take my hats off to the Eagles. Josh, Trey Oliver, Matt Leone, and everybody else, man, hats off to you. You showed me what a good program looks like. I've seen it on television, but to be able to see it up close and personal, and then to watch the coaching style, the way Trey Oliver turned the team to Southern and basically was giving them that motivation. We're bigger, we're faster, we're more physical than them. The adjustments were made. Hey, nothing I can say. I got to take my hats off to them.
My issue, I'm going to keep saying this, and I want people to understand. Southern is a talented team. You can't have seen what you saw on Saturday and say they're not talented. My issue is this, and me and Perry talked about this offline on Sunday, but my issue is this: to really put a wrinkle in NCCU, if they would have came out in a triple option with Cam McCoy, Trey Holly, and the number 7 that running back. That to me would have been like they're trying to be innovative because they're like, hey, Cam McCoy's limited with passing. He could do the deep ball, but if you would have went triple option early, and then you could do that and then throw off the triple option. I really feel like if you're going to go the Cam McCoy route, the triple option has to be in full effect because he is so dynamic. Like that kid, Cam McCoy, if he gets open space, it is a problem.
And for Southern, so you won't be going 3 and out so much, wearing out your defense. Now you can realize we got to play the time of possession game. And that's what the run game does. So you don't gas your defense. You play time of possession, and then you just feed the running backs because inside zone, I mean, we popped the game off with 2 inside zone. I think in the second half, that's all. And I'm going to tell you this. In my opinion, it looked like with about 4 to 5 minutes left in the game when we got the ball back, looked like we gave it up. Looked like we just said it's over with. There was nothing about trying to come back in that game to me. Did you notice that?
Yeah, after the third quarter, it was a wrap.
It just looked like, hey, let's get up out of here, y'all. Like, hey, what he say on life? Hey, Goldmouth, the man that had enough of a beating. Take him on in the house. Take him on in. And for me, that's what it was, man.
I disagree with this statement, right? And
what does he say?
He said Buzzards would have still won, though. They're too disciplined on the front 7 to get beat by triple option. It's you want a team to have to make adjustments. You want a team to have to change up. All NCCU had to do was fix their run fits. Like when you're spreading it out the way you are, all they had to do is fix their run fits. When you're playing triple option, I'm challenging your run fits as well as your eye discipline.
Because you got to be disciplined.
You got to be disciplined. And all that stunt and all that, I'm telling you, it eliminates all that.
And in the SWAC, you can wear down because the depth is not there around the SWAC. You can wear down defenses as the game goes on just by that right there.
I just, again, I'm going to keep saying this, and people can get mad, people can get upset. Southern is getting what they paid for. You pay for Terrence Graves, this is what you're getting. You pay for Mark Fredericks, this is also what you're getting. And you pay for that horrible defensive coordinator, that's also what you're getting. And you're just getting what you pay for.
And in all honesty, like you said, you see the talent. We saw the talent. Southern is swag good. I mean, I think Southern to be straight in the swag. Honestly, it's just North Carolina Central different. And I don't care how people try to downplay it or whatever else. It is different the way that they play ball. And it showed. I mean, if we don't get those two big plays and they don't fumble on the one, we damn near talking 30, 40.
21-0. Easy.
I mean, literally, that's how close we were. And I mean, in the second half, there was nothing to the offense. We literally couldn't get anywhere. Then Cal McCoy fumbles the ball, coming getting tackled from the back, getting sacked from the backside. So, man, it was, in all honesty, it was tough to, and I talk about this all the time. And I heard one of the callers say it. When you get the bright lights on the big stage where the fans show up and everybody watching, you show up and you do this. It happened last year at McNeese. We showed up deep at McNeese. Southern fans was everywhere. And we blew the game in the fourth quarter, miscues on special teams where offense was struggling in that game.
Yeah.
Once again, here we are. And I felt bad for the brand, for Southern on ABC national television. Nobody else was on but the NFL. And we went out there, and that's how we looked, man. It just wasn't a good day. It was a tough day to be a Jaguar, man. Honestly, it really was, bro.
Yeah. I mean, not when you knew if it was coming. I mean, I knew it was coming, so I wouldn't really trip it.
But once again, what they say, yeah, I do. All I heard everybody say, hey, the season is ahead of us. We still got our swag game. So, you know, hey.
Conference play. It's all about conference play.
Hey, we lost to McNeese last year in Jackson, then we rolled on. So before everybody talk shit, like y'all did last year, I was in the same position. Just make sure you don't lose to Southern. All right, since we so sorry, don't let your team. He's so sorry. I just want to make sure I put that out there. Since Southern is so sorry, don't let your team end up with the L.
That's fair. All right, let's get to a little hot and viral.
Are we done with this? We done with
yeah. Done with yeah, we're moving on. All right. You already know the kickoff of HBCU. I mean Swag TV. To see what it will look like. Are you ready, P? Are you excited? You ramped up to see what this is all going to be like? To check out some of these games.
I guess so. I don't know. I mean, we watch the games anyway, so now I just got a one-stop shop, I guess. That's all basically it is.
That's all it basically is, man. But Swag TV is in full effect this weekend, so make sure you check it out and go support, man. Go absolutely.
Yeah, the Southern and Valley game is going to be on there.
And I think the Labor Day Classic is also going to be on there as well. So should be interesting. All right, let's get into these week one look.
That's the only hot and viral you got?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's going. We already an hour over, so okay. I want to push it.
I didn't know if you had what. Did you hear about Dishman today?
Oh, you know I got the videos.
Okay. Well, I'll wait them out. Look, I'm moving ahead. I'm still suffering from a concussion.
Yeah.
My bad.
All right, so week one preview. HBCU matchups on Thursday. You got a slate of games. You got Delaware State versus UD. You got Alabama State versus UAB. You got Norfolk versus Towson. Alcorn versus Northwestern State. P. What are your picks going into Thursday's game?
Two games I'm going to look at because of the rest of them I feel like there's no chance. I'm going to start with Towson versus Norfolk State. As well as Alcorn and Northwestern. Now, Northwestern State last year went 0-12, 0-7 in the Southland. For Alcorn State, they were 6-6 and 5-3. Alcorn won this last meeting between both these teams, 13-10 in 2021. For Northwestern State, they're going to be looking to depend on their defense. You're talking about two cornerbacks, Antonio Hall last year, who had 25 tackles and 2 interceptions, as well as Caesar McGay number three. He's 63 tackles and 3 interceptions, as well as their linebacker position. You're going to look at Landry Huddleston, 63 tackles, and then Danny Sears for the linebacker position, 52 tackles and 1 sack. They returned the most players on defense. They're going to be struggling on offense for Northwestern. On Alcorn, I think they're going to have to rely heavily on Ja'Cory Sewell, the running back. Last year he had 804 yards and 6 touchdowns. And then I'm looking at this game, and I'm gonna give you this. I'm going Northwestern State in this one. I just think Northwestern State gets the victory in this one over Alcorn. I think it'll be a tough day because outside of the run game from Alcorn, we really don't know what we're going to get
What
from
they
Coach.
have. Yeah, especially at the quarterback position. And listen, man, at the end of the day, Alcorn is in a prove it season. Alcorn is all prove it now because at the end of the day, you know, Cedric did a lot of talking. G did a lot of talking for Cedric. That's my guy. I got my guy. And they ain't been the same since. So I'm gonna take Northwestern in this one. I'm not saying Alcorn's a bad team. They have a lot going on for the season, but quarterback wise, we don't know. Running back wise, we do know. Defensively, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or how they're gonna look and things like that. And let's not be the same way people might feel about Mark Fredericks is the same way people might feel about Gales, their offensive coordinator. He's not the most creative, right? So again, we'll see how it goes down and going forward. But I'm really excited for this Norfolk State and Towson game. I really, really am. And I know you're going to break it down for me, P, but I know Towson has a new offensive coordinator. I know Towson has a year 3 head coach, you know, from D2 and stuff like that. This is what I'm going to say. I don't see a blowout. That's what I don't see. The thing that worries me is Norfolk State will be starting their young quarterback, Israel Carey, who hasn't played a lot in college football. But Norfolk State is a solid team. Like, Odoms did not leave that cupboard bare. And I just believe if they can make enough splash plays, because that's what Norfolk was missing last year. They didn't have the splash plays. They didn't have the over the top, you know, the quarterback that can really push it down the field and really throw that thing around the yard. But with Kevon King and some athletes on the outside, I really wanted to go Norfolk in this one. I'm going to roll with Towson because I do believe they have the stability and continuity. But I would not be surprised if Norfolk has this game at 3 points or 7 points, and it's a really, really close one. But go ahead, P.
Looking at this one, Norfolk end of the season, of course, it's going to be Michael Vick's coaching debut after moving on from my man Dawson Odom. So 4-8 last year, 2-3. They were in some really close games. As you say, the cupboard is not bare. Towson last year, 75, 5-3 coming out of the CAA. Towson won the last matchup between these two teams in 2024, 28-23. From what I found, they lead the all-time series 2-1. Norfolk won against Towson 21-14 back in 2023. For Norfolk State, of course, you talked about Kevon King, the running back. He had 161 carries last year, 944 rushing yards to go along with 10 touchdowns. On the defensive side, I think you're going to look at guys like Jaden Smith, who had 42 tackles and 3 interceptions last year, along with Dalen Long, 47 tackles and an interception. On the other side for Towson, they got a receiver, John Dunmore, 42 receptions for 619 yards and 5 touchdowns. And their quarterback, Sean Brown, not sure if he's going to be started this week, but he returns from last year, 1,974 yards passing, 12 touchdowns to 8 interceptions, as well as on the defensive side of the ball, Xavier Terry, 82 tackles and an interception. You know, for the coaching debut for Michael Vick, wish him all the success. People know I'm down with Norfolk State. Michael Vick, hey, love you to death, man. My favorite player ever. But I'm going to go with Towson in this one. I think Towson get it done over Norfolk State.
Listen, I really want to go Norfolk. I'm already up 1-0. You know what I'm saying? This could be my one to give back to you, but I'm rolling with Towson as well. Now, it's that time of the year. Everybody is starting for Alabama State against UAB. That was announced today on the call. Now, UAB is not a world beater. Alabama State plays great defense. I do think that UAB is, you know, it is an FBS program. They're going to have a couple kids that are just a little too, you know, maybe a little too big or whatever. But I'm telling you right now, if you wanted to, Andrew, if you need a coming out party, this is it. Okay, because they've been doubting you for the last 2 years. I've been on the train. I've been on the bandwagon. All right, now I don't like your offensive coordinator. Everybody know why he's trash. But what I'm saying to you, if you want a coming out party, if you want people to put respect on your name, this is the game that you do it. Now, to me, win or lose, if Andrew comes out and plays a great game, Alabama State, to me, should be in the driver's seat to win the SWAC or off rip. If Andrew comes out this game and goes 15 of 20, 185 yards and a touchdown, or 200 yards and a touchdown, it's a great game. It's a great game. But I don't think it's enough. I'm going UAB.
Yeah, I'm going UAB. It's one thing to be SWAC good. It's another thing to be FBS, at least just a middle of the pack. I just don't know if they got enough to keep up. I think you see the depth for UAB eventually take over in the second half and really put this game away. And for Alabama State, teams like this wait for you to beat yourself. Andrew Body's going to have to be healthy in this game. And I know you're asking for him to do a lot, but these are the type of games you got to make sure you can come out healthy, because once again, you got the rest of the season ahead of you. And we saw what happened last year. They maxed him out in game 1 against North Carolina Central in the Orange Blossom Classic, and he got injured. So I think he's going to want to come have his coming out party to finally show out, to show what he can do. But make sure you don't try to put the team on your back, do too much. Stay healthy, please, Andrew Body, in this one. But I'm going UAB. I just think Group of 5, UAB just a little bit more talented than Alabama State.
Yeah, and then UD and Delaware State. Listen,
Delaware.
It's Delaware. I mean, and I'm repping Delaware State. Shout out to Jackson. But I love what Jackson said, in the MEAC coaches call. Talked about them being the big brother and them being the little brother, and them being that, them being the underdog. And it only takes a few plays here and there in a game like this, right, to really make a difference and taking advantage of your opportunities. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. And listen, yes, it's an overwhelming matchup. But for me, what I'm looking from Delaware State is the potential. That's what in some of these games, you want to see what these teams are working with, what they're trying to come out and do, and how everything's going to work out for them in the long term, and see if they have a bright outlook going on for the season. But it's UD, and it's not even close. And for Friday, this game is about to be an ass whooping, okay? Willie Simmons about to beat Bethune again.
Ain't no Willie go Willie in this.
Willie go Willie, and it's gonna be a bad Willie go Willie too. It ain't gonna be a good Willie go. It's gonna be a bad Willie go. Willie about to call the dogs on these boys, because he gotta show up and show out. First of all, it's Bethune, okay? Like let's just be very. He not that
lost to Clark Atlanta.
He not that far removed from FAMU to still have a little
whoop by Mercer.
Dog, listen, this Jake about to be ugly, okay?
Yep.
But FAMU by a lot. I mean FIU. I'm sorry, FIU by a lot, and Little Bill licks his wounds and comes back for week 2.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm going FIU. Nothing to see here.
All right, Saturday matchups: New Hampshire, NCCU, South Carolina State and Wofford, Hampton and Jackson, AT&T and Tennessee State. Of course, again, Alabama State, UAB. Labor Day Classic, as well as Southern down in the Valley. Pete, where you want to roll at? Where you want to start?
I'm starting with the Labor Day Classic, because I think that's the one everybody's going to watch and pay attention. Somebody's going to be 1-0 in SWAC West. Somebody going to be 0-1 in SWAC West. So you got first-year head coach at Prairie View, Tremaine Jackson. You got second-year head coach Chris Dishman at Texas Southern. Prairie View last year 5-7, 3-5 overall in conference play. Texas Southern 5-6, 4-4. Texas Southern leads the all-time series. I think people got so accustomed to Prairie View winning these games. Texas Southern leads the all-time series, 45, 34, and 1. Texas Southern won the last matchup last year, 27-9 in 2024. But Prairie View has won 17 of the last 20 matchups. Texas Southern snapped a 9-game losing streak last year in 2024. When you're looking at Texas Southern, how about KJ Cooper? Is that the guy everybody wants to see? What's it going to be from the quarterback position?
Yes, sir.
He was in position last year to help Texas Southern break that 9-game losing streak against Prairie View. So all eyes are going to be on him. And then Jacob Williams, the linebacker, 53 tackles in 2023, coming off an injury. So it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to be from the linebacker position. He had 5 sacks. And then from Prairie View, I just think it's nothing really to say, but everybody's just going to sit back and watch. In this one, I'm going Texas Southern, man.
You going what? Somebody had texted me, and I heard Texas Southern. You said what?
I'm going Texas Southern.
Hell no. Hell to the no. Listen, now at the end of the day, I don't believe in the 12 fans, but I do believe in Tremaine Jackson. And Tremaine Jackson gonna get the job done. Now, there has been some little fiery comments And this wasn't going to be my hot and bower, but this is the perfect time to play it right here.
I thought Tremaine was going to be up there a lot longer than that. So I guess I got to get my speech together. It's always exciting to play a game like this. Of course, our fans, our alums, and everybody will be excited. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Tremaine for this wonderful song he gave us. I wonder if he can sing that song back to me. I think it's something Atlanta or something you were singing one day. Houston this weekend. Oh yeah, it was horrible. So, I think you were able to keep your day job and coaching, not singing. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. It's going to be a very exciting game, and it's a formula that I go by. Win third down, win the red zone. Less penalties in your opponent, and you should win the game. Our 11 should be is better than their 11. It's not about Tremaine and I. It's about our 11. Our 11 is better than their 11, and we should win the game. First and foremost, thank you, Tremaine, for coming out to see in the stadium. Make sure when you leave that you take a piece of grass, because when you leave on Saturday, you're going to be taking a lot of grass. And also, thank you for wearing the Texas Southern color suit. All right.
That's a nigga right there, Scotty.
Listen.
That's a nigga.
Listen.
Hey.
Listen.
I'm picking Texas Southern.
Oh, there's a response, though.
There was some shots taken that we don't necessarily, it's not our profession. And so, but I understand what it is and what some people have to do. We don't have to do that. We just go about our business, man. And we've been on this hill working for a long time. We're going to get a chance to come off. And so, yeah, there is a different level of focus with us right now. But we've been like this since January 7th. We don't allow people to toy with our kids or our program. This ain't your uncle's Prairie View A&M football team. This is us. It's a new field around here. And we don't take shots or disrespect kindly.
Do you think, though, that some of that is just part of the game or a part of this game and trying to generate some excitement? Do you see it as that at all, too?
Man, I went to Oak Forest Elementary, class of 94. I didn't go to recess. I don't play. We don't play. That's not us. It's not what we do about it. So I don't know what that is. I just know how we do things. And so shout out to Miss Rector, my 5th grade teacher, for not making me go to recess because I didn't play no game.
Because I didn't play no games.
He should have said that on that stage.
Come on.
He should have said it up there today.
No, sir. Listen, shout out to Miss Rector. Because I don't play, I ain't go to recess because I don't play no game.
If you gonna say that, you should have said that up there. This man wanted all the smoke. He looked at the man and said it. We don't go behind the backstage and then go talk to somebody after the fact and talk it. This man said it and looked at the man. Told him come get some grass because you're gonna get a lot of it. I'm going Texas Southern. I like this man in his face.
Listen, I cannot have been riding no Diddy, the Tremaine Jackson bandwagon for this long and then hop off right now. No, sir. It is Labor Day Classic weekend. You talking about tuned in. You talking about going to be tuned in. I'm going to be tuned in. It's Prairie View. I don't even call them Prairie View. The Tremaine Jacksons, okay? The Tremaine Jacksons. And I told people, I said, Dishman is like Bill Belichick-ish. Like, he has like a very dry personality, whatever. I love it. Listen, I know a lot of people might not like it. I'm going to talk about it more tomorrow in the morning show, but at the end of the day, I love it. This is what gets games up. This is what people go tune in. Like, you go tune in. See what I'm saying? Definitely watching that game. You got to tune in. WWE, baby. This is what makes it good. People don't, man, I am going to be locked into that game. Tremaine Jacksons better show up, okay? The Tremaine Jacksons better show up.
They better.
They better.
Because Dishman ain't feeling all that Prairie View.
Texas Southern better show up, because if they don't, and because it ain't gonna be none of that handshaking after the game, okay?
This might be, yeah. Hey, discipline gonna be a part in this game because it might get a little chippy out there. It's been a while since it's been a while since I've seen this hype from the Texas Southern side. And I like it because I'm not used to it. I love it. I'm going Texas Southern. You going PV?
I'm going PV. I'm going to Tremaine Jackson's. I'm going to Tremaine Jackson's.
Let's go. Let's go Jackson State Hampton next.
Let's go. Let's talk about it.
All right, Hampton University coming from the CAA, 5-7 last year, 2-6. Jackson State 12-2. They were the Black College National Champions. From what I saw, Hampton leads the all-time series 3-0. Hampton won the last meeting 17-13 in 2008, and Jackson State was the 2024 Black College National Champions. Hampton's going to have some guys on the defensive side of the ball, like a Jaden Wiley, 30 tackles last year from the cornerback position. Then Will Hicks, 48 tackles, 1 sack, and an interception. But I think on the other side, Jackson State, all eyes are going to be on the offense around the offensive preseason player of the year, Jacobian Morgan, at the quarterback position, and his host of wide receivers, Jonas Fertillion, Nate Rampart, and my kid come from Prairie View. What's my guy name?
Shamar Savage.
Shamar Savage, and then you factor in Travis Terrell Jr. from the running. Well, Mr. All-Purpose. He can do whatever the hell he wants. And I'm going to be curious to see what they look like now without Irv Mulligan making the game a little bit smoother for Jacobian Morgan. This should be an interesting matchup. One thing about Hampton, they see opponents in the CAA every week. So Jackson State is not going to be just this team where they like, well, we haven't seen. The CAA is full of teams, right? And this ain't going to be nothing new. But I think still, as I come back from last year with TC Taylor being the most complete team offensively, defensively, and special teams, I'm going to go Jackson State in this one. But I think it might be a lot closer than what people think with Hampton. Hampton's going to have to find some offense, though.
If this was the last year's Hampton team, I would have picked Hampton. If they had any resemblance of the last year Hampton team, I would have went Hampton. I think they're in a flat-out rebuild. Norfolk took a lot of their players. They got their coach in late in the offseason. I just don't see how Hampton I don't see how Hampton pulls this game out. Now, if it's a competitive game, great. I think this is a great game for Jackson to kind of see where they're at with their team. We'll see what next step Jacobian Morgan takes as a quarterback with this staff. I mean, with this new regime and wide receivers and stuff like that, and see if TC Taylor can trust him to take that next step. But this isn't the Hampton of last year. Hampton of last year, this would have been a game. This year, I don't really see it. I see Jackson pulling it out as well.
Yeah, I'm going Jackson in this one. All right, let's go to the one people want to see on SWAC TV, right? Southern versus Mississippi Valley, right? Should be a good one. Southern is already 0-1 on the season after cutting off a 31-14 loss last week to North Carolina Central. Valley comes in after only being 1-11 last year overall and 1-7. Southern leads the all-time series against Valley 40-9. So if you're looking at a team to go by the all-time series, Southern in this one. Southern won the last meeting 27-7 in 2022, and the last time Valley beat Southern was in 2012, 6-0. It got Stump Mitchell fired at home. So I'm just putting that out there. Southern has won the last 6 meetings. In this one, Southern comes with Cameron McCoy, who last week went 9-14 for 70 yards, also with 9 carries and 93 yards and a touchdown. Trey Holly, I think everybody's going to be watching. What is he doing week 2 against an opponent that isn't quite North Carolina Central, as he had 10 carries, 119 yards, and a touchdown. And can Kelby Givens have the game that he needs to have this week against what I would say a lesser opponent? On the other side, I don't know what to expect from Mississippi Valley because they have their new head coach. And we're going to have to sit back. This is another one of those teams, first-year head coach. We got to sit back, watch and wait and see what they bring out on the table for us to watch.
I like this matchup for Valley. I'm not picking them to win, but I do like this matchup for Valley because they did get to see you guys play. Yeah. And they did get to see you guys of what you guys' strengths are. I do believe Jalen Woods is probably going to take the helm in this game coming up, but I do think that having film on you guys does help Valley somewhat prepare for you guys. I know from what I've heard and some rumblings that Valley has a lot of hidden gems down there. He lived in the Delta when he recruited. He went and found some guys that most kids you wouldn't find because they're in the Delta and they're talented kids. And I believe T-Buck is in the realm of the best talent has to play. right? Like I'm gonna just get the best talent I can, and the cream will rise to the top. I hope what I'm hoping to see from Valley is that T-Buck's experience being in the NFL and being in the XFL and all that shows some creativity defensively and offensively that will make Southern have to do some things differently. Because I'm telling you this, if Southern brings that same whack-ass scheme they brought out at NCCU, you will lose. I don't care what you're telling. I don't care what nobody say in this chat. If Southern brings that same whack-ass scheme they brought out against NCCU, they will lose because it's very easy to beat, and all Valley has to do is chip Kelby on every play. That's all you really got to do. If you're not going to blitz, if you're going to rush 4, I'm chipping Kelby every freaking play, and I'm going to make him quit. I'm telling my tight end or my fullback or my running back, hit that Bama in the ribs every single time. So,
and I'm cool with it. If it turns out to be that type of game, because what I saw from Southern last year, if it's going to be that, I get Southern. If it's that same scheme that you're talking about, I get Southern in a close one if that's going to be the case. I think Southern still finds a way to be able to pull out a victory if it does begin to be close. I think that's the case here. So I'm going Southern in this one.
I'm going Southern as well. I wish I would have seen a little bit of Valley's team to kind of. I do think Valley has a shot. It is at home. And I do think they're going to come to play, and I hope T-Buck has them ready.
Band coming, baby. Band coming. So
wow. Yep. Okay, that's what's
so
up.
I know they don't get much entertainment up there, so Southern Band coming. So
let's talk. The game that I'm really interested to see is AT&T and Tennessee State. That's what I want to see. AT&T and Tennessee State. They're both in rebuilds. They both have new head coaches. One has actually done something. The other one has kind of done something, I guess. But I'm curious to see what this game looks like. Me personally, I'm going with Tennessee State in this one. I think Coach Barlow, his staff is just amazing. Like, bro, his staff is crazy. AT&T, we'll see what they do. We'll see what Gibbs is about. But I'm going with Barlow in this one. What you got, P?
Looking at this matchup, Tennessee State, of course, they lost Eddie George, who ended up ultimately going to Bowling Green, and then North Carolina A&T just needed to move in a different direction. They went 1-11, 0-8 in the CAA. Tennessee State, this is a team that made the FCS playoffs last year, the only black college team to get there. They went 9-4, 6-2, and won a share of the Ohio Valley Conference. Tennessee State leads the all-time series against North Carolina A&T, 19-6-1. Tennessee State also won the last matchup 37-7 against North Carolina A&T back in 2010. I think when you look at both these teams, once again, when I go with these first-year head coaches, I can't name players because I don't know what to expect. But for me,
facts,
I'm going Tennessee State, A&T. I just think it's to consider how far down they fell. I think there's a lot to rebuild there. Tennessee State still has something to them. And then this is a battle of two black colleges that ain't in black conferences. We don't get this too often where we get the two black schools, but they ain't got nothing to do with the black conferences. So this Ohio Valley versus CAA matchup. This is interesting, but for this one, I like Reggie Barlow. I'm going Tennessee State in this one. I think Tennessee State gets it done over A&T. I'm with you when you talk about A&T's coach. He came from Fort Valley, right?
Yeah.
He has to prove something to me on this level with an FCS opponent like Tennessee State. And this is going to be a hell of a game for him to have to go up against Tennessee State.
I think for AT&T, this is my problem with the situation, right? It's because you have a first-time OC. Yes, he played quarterback at Howard or whatever, or AT&T, wherever he played at. I don't care, right? Tennessee State staff is just too savvy, right? Like you have Shannon Harris, XFL coach. Now he's your offensive coordinator. You got Greg Williams, former DC in the NFL. Now he's your coordinator. You got Morgan, who's former Edward. You have a lot of experience on this staff that have done a lot of. They have accomplished a lot of things. This is my only. I'm leaning into the staff. I think it's a great thing. But the bad thing about having a staff so seniored is, are they going to make it difficult? are they going to overcomplicate things and now the kids can't play fast? And the only reason why I think that won't happen is because of Barlow. Because Barlow he was Alabama State's head coach. He was a Division II head coach. He's now back at D1. Like, he understands, hey man, these kids got class, these kids got girls. We got to keep this stuff simple so they can flow, be free, and play fast. And I think for Barlow, that's where his leadership is going to really take hold and really push this program in a different direction. And I think it starts with a win over AT&T. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, man. Where you want to go? North Carolina Central, New Hampshire?
Let's go Wofford. Let's go.
Okay.
Because I said Barry don't beat the Whites. I said Chittisberry don't be beating the Whites, and I'm sticking to it. He getting whooped by the Whites.
He beat Tennessee Tech last year.
Yeah, that was things happen.
All right, so let's look at Wofford. They come from the SoCon Conference 5-7 in 2024. They were 3-5 in conference play. On the other side, South Carolina State, the Black College runner-up, went to the national championship, lost to Jackson State. They were 9-3 overall, 5-0 in conference play. They were the MEAC champions. Wofford leads the all-time series 5-2 between these two teams, and South Carolina State won the last meeting between them and Wofford 28-13 in 2019. For South Carolina State, do you look at Ryan Stubblefield, a quarterback who, played sparingly last year, but guess what? He had some nice times where you saw if he can ever get that next step, the type of quarterback he can be. 459 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Then from the cornerback position, you look at Gerard Washington, 40 tackles, 2 interceptions. Then Josh Barker from the defensive tackle position, 30 tackles and 3 sacks. On the other side for Wofford, they got a wide receiver, Isaiah Scott, 28 receptions last year for 350 yards and a touchdown. Then from the DN position, Marion Smokes, 25 tackles and 4 sacks. Eli Campbell also on the defensive side of the ball, 22 tackles and 2 interceptions. But they're going to be rebuilding on the offensive side of the ball at Wofford. For me, I think South Carolina State lost some key pieces last year from last year's team. And for me, I'm on the fence, but I'm going to go Wofford in this one.
I am on the fence as well. I think losing that quarterback, Eric Phoenix, I think a lot of stuff that happened with South Carolina State was because they had Eric Phoenix.
And what about Caden High?
I think Caden High is amazing. But I still think it started with how it is in black college football. It starts with the quarterback, right? So having the confidence in Eric Phoenix to know the offense, to do it correctly, and not really limit him, because again, he won the championship with them at Benedict. He went to Murray State, left there, went back to South Carolina State, and had a successful season. What that looks like in year 2 with the backup that they played at the Celebration Bowl, we shall see. But I think for the first game, I think it's just a little rough patch. I think they figure it out going forward throughout the season, but I think Wofford catches them slipping. Next, NCCU, them Eagles.
This is really a game to watch. This is FCS football right here. I know we get caught into black college football. Hey, we get caught up into black college football, but this FCS football right here. And I think this could be some good FCS football to watch. North Carolina Central already 1-0, winning on national television this past week, dominating performance against Southern. New Hampshire coming out of the CAA. They were 8-5 last year and 6-2 in the CAA. North Carolina Central leads the series 1-0. They won 45-27 in 2022. And when I look at this, Walker Harris, the quarterback, 22-27 last week, 186 passing yards and a touchdown. Chris Mosley still, matter of fact, he may not even ride the bus. He may just run to wherever he needs to get to. 17 carries, 182 yards, and a touchdown. On the other side, look, New Hampshire has a wide receiver, Caleb Burke, 52 receptions last year, 711 yards and 6 touchdowns. And then you look at also Caleb Ransom, 15 receptions, 127 yards, receiving and 3 touchdowns. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Duncan Moreland, 55 tackles and 2 interceptions. I think this is a great matchup of FCS teams. North Carolina Central won this in dominating fashion last time. And I think after watching them last week and seeing the way that they are coached up with Trey Oliver, I'm going North Carolina Central over New Hampshire in this one.
I'm going North Carolina Central over New Hampshire as well. I think again, New Hampshire has film on them. They don't have film on New Hampshire. I do think that I think New Hampshire comes in with a game plan to make sure they put the game in Walker Harris's hand because you really didn't see a lot from the wide receivers from NCCU.
But them damn tight ends, Jesus.
But you gotta put this game. If I'm New Hampshire, I gotta put this game in Walker Harris's hand. I'm not gonna let them just sit back and run Mosley down the field and go for 17, 20 carries for 150, 140, whatever he wants to go for. So I think New Hampshire comes in with the game plan to make sure that they stop the run, and Walker Harris has to be ready and available to make the big plays. All right, move forward for the big dogs.
Texas Tech, South Alabama, Woo Pig Suey.
This man talk about where's the A&M game. Does it matter?
It does not matter.
Does it matter?
Does not.
It absolutely does not. So all L's all around the board.
Man, the thing about it is, who gonna get whooped up the worst? What's gonna be the
Texas Tech? Texas Tech get you
Alonzo Hampton. Will he have a team next week?
That they probably gonna drop 50 on them boys.
That's one of them games. Is like, is it worth it?
Depending on what that check look like. Now, I am excited to see what Morgan State looks like against South Alabama. Though I think defensively they can compete with anybody. Offensively, they can score on a Pop Warner team. So I mean, that's just what it's been at Morgan State for the last few years. But defensively, I'm curious to see what they look like against South Alabama. I really am. I'll say this about Arkansas and Alabama A&M. I think Quad can get you 3 points. It won't be a shutout. Quad is good enough. Now, I don't know if he has I don't know. See, like with Maynard, I would know that they had enough explosiveness offensively. I don't know what that looks like in the Sam Shade era, but I do think Quad is good enough to get you a score. 3-7 something. I don't think they get shut out.
And it's interesting because the Razorbacks, they playing Alabama A&M. They played UAPB. They played Alcorn. They played FAMU. This is interesting. They have found themselves playing SWAC opponents. And I remember when Alcorn played with Noah Johnson, it was a damn pretty close game early on. Noah was doing his thing, but, the Razorbacks pulled off. But I think this is a tough debut for Sam Shade. I cannot wait to hear the motivational speech that Alonzo Hampton is going to have next week at the press conference. And then Damon Wilson, what you going to do? Put up or shut up? I mean, remember, didn't they almost beat Kent State?
Yeah.
So this could be one of those. I think South Alabama, but I'm going with all the D1s. They say
me and the wife trying to get tickets to go to that game.
And we ain't even, you should be able to get some tickets to that one. That's the ones where there's somebody out there scalping them tickets, man, $10 you can get in.
Yeah, I'm trying to take me and the wife trying to get out to that game at Ohio State. So
what Texas Tech put up on UAPB? What you think?
50, easy.
What's the max? What we max this out at? 70, 60,
63.
63. And UAPB don't score at all.
No.
What about the Razorbacks and A&M? Where you think that goes?
I think that goes 50-3.
And then South Alabama and Morgan State.
I think that's like 30, 35, 38 to like 7-0.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Tough week one matchup.
Yeah.
Get your money, though. Get your money.
Get your money. Hey, P, you know what time it is, man? We haven't done it in a while, but, sometimes you got to bring the old thing back.
There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house.
I said certified free.
Hey, you already know what it is. Them HBCU jump offs. One night stands every Saturday. Okay.
$40 to get you a lot with these teams, boy.
Take you all the way in, okay?
Hey, $40.
One night stands for every Saturday. And here is your top 5 HBCU jump offs. Hey, you want an easy? You want a quickie? You want to get a quickie? Just put one of these bad boys on your schedule, okay?
How many wins do we have total out of all these teams combined?
Well, I'm not going to put Dell State in there because I think Dell State's going to have a great year.
It don't matter. I'm talking about previously. When we put them all together, how many wins total because you wearing a jump off hoodie tonight. How many wins total do you have?
I love my jump off, okay?
You like that one. You fell in love with the jump off. Yeah, you the one I gotta stop being your friends. Like, bro, he really liked that thing. Like that. Kissing on her and shit. Like, bro, do you know what? No, you tripping, Scotty, but I feel you. She done got saved, ain't it? Yeah. She done gave up her dirty ways, huh? You done took her to church.
Come on home, baby. Come on. Come on home.
How many wins? What, 8? The Aggies won 1 game last year.
Yeah.
How many games Valley won last year? 1?
1.
That's 2. UAPB won what last year?
3 or 4.
We had 5. What Bethune-Cookman won?
4?
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's 9. And what Dale State won? 1?
1.
Shit, boy. We 10 wins total.
Yeah. If we're doing over and under, I'm going to go over 10 because I believe my jump off is going to do her part and get off this list.
Well, let's say D1 wins. Excuse me. Now, let me revert. D1 wins out of all 5 of these teams. That's why it's so rough. That's why they the jump offs, man. Hey, homecoming opponents right here. Just pick your poison. Hey, pick any one of them and get you a homecoming win. And the crazy thing, UAPB played Valley for homecoming last year.
Somebody said we getting a win. Okay,
hey,
we getting a
win over Valley. So, but no, man, all of these teams got a lot to prove in 2025, man. I mean, coming out of last year, you are the jump off. Literally, everybody had their way with these teams, man. And in 2025, you got to prove yourself. I think for you, you're probably the biggest hype for Delaware State, huh?
Yeah.
For me, I guess I would have to say, since Valley the opponent and Terrell Buckley there, let's try Valley to try to come out of this dweller cellar right here, because this is tough to be in this group right here, man. None of these programs do anything for Black.
Let me ask you this, Pete. Do the Aggies make it out of the cellar? By the end of the season, are they still in the jump? Are they still a jump off?
Yeah, because if I don't see them being successful in the CAA, the way that, championship contender for a conference title, I don't even see them middle of the pack in year 1, but there's still a lot to learn from them. But even with the Black teams that they're playing, once again, no D2s on the schedule.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be rough for year 1 for them. What?
It's how you emphasize no D2s.
Hey, because they love to talk about the D2 schools. So I think all these, and then for UAPB to have Texas Tech out the gate, I just hope they got a team next week, man.
That's fair.
Bethune-Cookman gonna get deflated. Willie Simmons gonna make sure he do everything he can to deflate them.
Boy, if he could put 100 on them, he gonna put 100 on them.
He gonna try.
He definitely gonna try.
I think Delaware gonna try to do the same against Delaware State. I think Delaware gonna try to run.
Yeah, because DeSean there. Yeah, they gonna try to show out because DeSean there.
They're gonna try to make an example. So, man, it's just tough for everybody. But I mean, out of all of these games, the Aggies and the Delta Devils coming up this week got potential games that you could say are winnable. Valley playing Southern, and A&T playing Tennessee State. So let's see what those 2 teams do.
We shall. I'm excited to see what these.
In this house, there's some whores in this house, there's some whores in this house, there's some whores.
I'm excited to see what these jump offs get to. Because I'm telling you, I'm proud of mine. Okay, listen.
What they say, only a mother could love her. That's your only. It's tough to be in these fan bases, though. Where are these fan bases? Are they in the chat tonight? Delaware State, Bethune-Cookman, UAPB, Valley, and A&T. Where y'all? Well, I know.
You know A&T, Roy. But Bethune, they go hide and they like gophers. You know what I'm saying? Like they come out when they win, and then they next week they be right back underneath the ground. UAPB, everybody just put their stuff down. They don't even wear their stuff no more. Valley, same thing. Dale State, they getting a little pride though. Us Dale State alums, we getting a little prouder. Yeah.
Oh, listen to you. You done gave up FAMU for Dale State? I heard you right there. You done gave up FAMU for Dale State.
Well,
don't jump off this Dale State bandwagon.
I got a MEAC school. I got a MEAC school and I got a SWAC school.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on,
All
man.
right.
Don't leave me like that. All right, let's get into this week 0 top 5. Perry, as you do so well, break them down.
Oh, man, coming into week 0, top 5, now week 1. Listen, FAMU is a team that has a lot to prove, but I think nobody can see that, hey, at the end of the day, they got talent. And at the end of the day, can they put that talent together with James Cozy in his year 2 with this team? And I think maybe they can. They were right there in the thick of things in the SWAC East last year until they had that loss against Jackson State. They still were able to get past Alabama State, but I think FAMU is still a formidable opponent coming out of the SWAC East. I'm looking forward to see what they do in 2025. Right now, to start off the year, they in my top 5. Right above them, number 4, Alabama State. One thing we know about Alabama State under Eddie Robinson, they're going to play some defense. Now you add in a healthy Andrew Body, it gives you hope if you're an Alabama State fan, because if you look back over the past couple of years, what has been stopping you?
Quarterback.
Offense, right? The quarterback position. And so now that you insert Andrew Body, if Andrew Body can stay healthy and Alabama State can still play that intensity of defense that they do each and every year, I got them right now coming into the season as my number 14. Number 3, Chennis Berry. I know he has a lot to prove in year 2 and then making sure he can put some more talent out on the field. But nonetheless, this team finished up last year as the runner-up in Black college football. He won the MEAC in year 1, going 5-0 and beating a really good North Carolina Central team 24-21 and winning the MEAC. So right now, it's going to be tough to start out with Wofford, but I think in the Black college realm, I still got to put some respect on Chennis Berry. He's still a damn good coach, and I think the Bulldogs right now are still number 3 in the nation in terms of Black college football for me. The defending Black college national champions, TC Taylor, they ran through the SWAC last year and then ultimately went all the way to the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta and hoisted up the trophy. They were our Black college national champions. Jacobian Morgan, who is the preseason offensive player of the year, along with the cast of players behind him. I think the expectations are high in Jackson. I think you see that with their fans even saying they think they can beat Southern Miss when that day comes. And they're looking past Hampton, saying Hampton is nobody. But still, nonetheless, TC Taylor is doing a damn good job with that program. They are nasty, and they play all 3 phases of the game. And the number 1 team right now for me is the North Carolina Central Eagles, because you know what? They showed me last week on national television right in front of me. Trey Oliver is a hell of a coach. His team last year was 1 game away from the Celebration Bowl and maybe possibly could have gotten into the FCS playoffs. But right now, just seeing the fact that they played, they beat a formidable opponent in Southern, who many were high on, including myself. Right now, North Carolina Central is the number 1 team. So number 5, FAMU. Number 4, Alabama State. Number 3, South Carolina State. Number 2, Jackson State are the number 1 team in the land right now as we get ready to go into week 1, the North Carolina Central Eagles.
Wow. Who was high on Southern?
I said me.
Oh, you said you said people were high. Like, who?
Well, my Jaguars, you ain't Jaguar. My Jaguar fans, we were high.
Yeah, I was like, who was high on them? Like,
you know what I'm talking about.
My bad. I was just trying to get some context, some clarity. All right, my top 5. Listen. I just couldn't put Alabama State over FAMU. I just didn't make sense to me. Very simple. Everything else Perry said, I completely agree. I think that we knew who the top 3 dogs were: NCCU, South Carolina State, Jackson State. The reason I put NCCU over Jackson State is because they played and they looked damn good when they did play. This can change after week 1, and Jackson State could be number 1 again and NCCU number 2, depending on how that Hampton game goes and see how NCCU plays against New Hampshire, right? But overall, the 4 and 5 to me, honorable mentions, and and if I'm being honest, I really wanted to put PV there. I really feel as though I'm really high on what Tremaine Jackson is and what he's going to do for that program. That is just me projecting, but he was really close. I think that Alabama State's consistency is what kept them at 5 for me. But 6 is Prairie View. It ain't Southern. It damn sure ain't Alcorn. It's Prairie View, and we'll see on Saturday whether I'm right or wrong about that going forward. Because I remember a time where I was high on Howard, and I kept putting him in my top 5, and you kept telling me, Scotty, why the hell is Howard in your top 5? Scotty, why the hell is Howard in your top 5? I said, hey, they lost. I'm like, but look who they lost to, how they lost. All those things matter. And come to find out who is, you know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is don't doubt the process. It looks a little weird. The way I come up with it, it looks weird sometimes. But
we talk about it all the time. It works itself out, doesn't it?
It does.
It really does every time. It works itself out.
Yeah. So, but that is where I could have been with my picks. Listen, again, there's not no Morgan at 6. There's not no Howard at 6. And I'll say this: I think Norfolk is higher than what I. Listen, I'm surprised that Perry hasn't really been pushing the Vick bandwagon as hard as I've been pushing it, because again, Odoms did not leave that team bare. Like it was a very formidable team. It was great in the trenches. I think if Vick comes in with the right mindset, with the right game plan, and with the right and get the right skill players around, I think that team could be really dangerous. And I think NCCU and South Carolina State need to be worried, because again, the trenches is never an Odom's issue. Trenches is never an Odom's issue. It might be the skill guys, it might be the quarterback, but it damn sure ain't never going to be the trenches. And to have him recruit 4 years worth of talent at the trench in the trenches, trust me, there's going to be some guys on there that could start anywhere. So
for Norfolk, it's a wait and see for me. I'm waiting to see. I'm high on Vick. I really am, and people know I rock with Norfolk. But it's a wait and see for me, because although the talent's there, can you coach the talent? I just want to see, can they coach that talent the same way it is with Delaware State for me as well. I just want to see, can they coach the talent up? Make me a believer. And if I can see that as we go on, we always say it's going to work itself out. We got to see where it goes. But if they can go out and get some non-conference victory, because it's going to be a while. Halloween a long time from now, Scotty. Halloween a long time from now before they get the MEAC play. So there's a lot of football we're going to see them play that's not going to be black college football, quote unquote, that we're going to really be comparing that to. So it's still a long journey ahead, and it's a wait and see. They can ultimately end up in this poll by November.
That's fair. That's fair. With a couple wins here and there, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. All right, listen, it's about that time. Listen, game of the week. Orange Blossom Classic, Miami Gardens. All right, sponsored by Invesco, QQQ. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's a whatever. But anyway, they're the major sponsors for it. Howard, 2 Blue Bloods in the building down in Miami Gardens. And it's supposed to be like a Miami whole thing with FIU on Friday and then FAMU on Saturday. So it is it's definitely going down. Let me start by saying this. I know Perry gonna give you all the background. I'm gonna tell you this. This Bama can't lose this game. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with you. This is not the game that Cozy can lose. I don't think he can lose a lot of games, but I'm gonna be he can't lose this game. And to me, I think Cozy learned his lesson in his personnel. He also learned his lesson with being stubborn, and he also learned his lesson about recruiting the right type of player and not just going off the measurables. RJ Johnson, former Toledo quarterback, will be the starter. I've heard some good things about him. I think Henry Burris in this game is going to be transformational on how he calls the game. And let me say this, for Howard, it will start and end with quarterback play. For the last year, they had some really, really shaky quarterback play, and Larry Scott is an offensive-minded guy. That cannot be his issue. So going into this, I got FAMU pulling it out. I got FAMU 28-14. I just think they're the better team. I think they have the talent to do so. I don't think it'll be as easy as it should be, but they pull it out. What you got, Howard? What you got, P?
No, this is a rematch of 2 years ago for the Black College National Championship. It was Florida A&M versus Howard at the Celebration Bowl. And then last year, both these teams coming off of that, Howard goes 4-8, 1-4 in the MEAC for FAMU. And first-year head coach Jane Cozy, that's 7-5, 5-3. Howard leads the all-time series against FAMU, 24-18. FAMU right now is on a 5-game winning streak against Howard. And both these teams played, guess what? In the first Orange Blossom Classic back in 1933, and FAMU won the last meeting between these two as FAMU claimed the Black College National title, winning the Celebration Bowl 30-26. For Howard, you're talking about the quarterback position. They return a guy, but we don't know if he's going to be the starter or not. DeSean Scroggins, 1,262 passing yards last year with 9 touchdowns along with 9 interceptions. But I think everybody's going to circle Eden James from the running back position. Last year, 97 carries for 422 yards and 3 touchdowns. Defensive end, Noah Miles, 35 tackles, 8 sacks coming in on the defensive side for Howard coming from last year. And Cam Dyson at the linebacker position, 35 tackles last year. Howard returns 15 key players from last year's team. And on the other side for FAMU, they're going to have to replace offense with losing Richardson. But then you look on the defensive side of the ball in terms of defensive back, Davian Westmoreland. You look at the linebacker position, Nayron Jenkins. And then from the other side, defensive end, James Gardner Jr. with 36 tackles last year. This is going to be an interesting matchup. I like this. Both these foes know each other very well. Both teams were in the MEAC together at one time. And this time with this one, I'm going FAMU in the Orange Blossom Classic down in Miami. I think James Cozy finds a way to get it done.
Yeah, and I think people need to understand the code. This is not Willie Simmons' team. So don't be surprised if you don't see the ball flying around the yard like you're used to seeing down in FAMU with the Rack Boys and all that type of things. You might get a heavy dose of Thad Franklin, right? You might get a heavy dose of 12 to 15 carries, maybe 110, 115 yards, and your quarterback throwing, again, of probably his first time starting. He'll probably be in that 17 to 20, 17 completions where you want him in that. You don't want him to throw the ball more than 20 times, right? So you want to keep it below 20.
It doesn't seem like Thad Franklin is really his time to finally break out. Doesn't it just really seem like that?
Yeah, and I think Henry Burris is going to find a way to do that. And you saw that at the end of the last season when he took over the play calling, how he focused more on pulling and power plays to really get Thad Franklin going downhill and seeing what he can do. I won't.
Sam named their starting quarterback, didn't he?
RJ Johnson. Yeah.
That's going to be the key.
Yeah.
That's going to be the key right here. How comfortable will he be coming in and being able to showcase his talent with this big stage? I'm curious to see the quarter. And really, that's the thing with both these teams. The quarterback play is going to be huge in this
game. But this is the thing, though. And I was about to get it to this point. Henry Burris is not Willie Simmons. Let's make that very clear. But Henry Burris is not a slouch in play calling. I think what you're going to see in Bishop Bishop Bonner, he can correct me. I know he's been to a couple practices and stuff. But what I think you're going to see is a lot of east and west type things, right? What I mean by that is wide receiver screens, tunnel screens, now routes, smoke routes, running back screens. You're going to see a lot of just get the ball out of your hand, let your playmakers go make plays. And for me, that's how you get a quarterback comfortable, and that's how you get him flowing in the right direction, and then you do everything else off of it, and you take your shots when they're available. Because if FAMU don't have nothing else, they're going to have some speed. And getting those guys the ball in space is the easiest thing or one of the most difficult things you want to do or try to complete. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see the jet sweeps, you see the tosses, you see the quick pitches, you see things just to get the ball on the edge and have them go to work. So I'm curious to see what that is. And on the second part about this, I'm curious to see what this defense looks like. FAMU's defense last year was not the FAMU defense of not in the Smitty era. They didn't run the same scheme. It was weird. It didn't work out very well. They couldn't stop the run very well. I'm curious to see what that defensive coordinator is going to call. I don't know if it's going to be Cozy's defense or his defense, but I need to see some blitzing. I need to see some playing fast. I need to see some tackling. I want to see that old FAMU defense of that dark cloud defense and smothering Howard. That's what I want to see.
And doesn't it seem like the Orange Blossom Classic is taking a page right out of John Grant's book with the MEAC SWAC Challenge? We keep getting these matchups of these opponents from the SWAC and the MEAC last year with like Alabama State going against North Carolina Central, now FAMU Howard. I'm liking the matchups that they're putting together down there in Miami, man.
I am. I do think it. Listen, I would never say bring NCCU and Alabama State back to the Orange Blossom Classic. That's the worst thing ever. It has to be FAMU and whoever else. But I would love to see a FAMU in Tennessee State. I would love to see a FAMU and AT&T.
Ooh, a FAM in Tennessee State would be,
A
because they
FAM
used to play in the Atlanta Football Classic.
I would love to see that down at the Orange Blossom Classic of FAMU and Tennessee State. You know, maybe a 2-year contract for that. You know, with Barlow and all his staff and FAMU and all their things. So I think that would be great for HBCU football.
FAMU and FIU.
Why? Why? You know, a FAMU in Norfolk State. You know what I'm saying? That with Vick down there, not bad. All right, so
FAM NCCU. Maybe FAM South Carolina State.
I would like to see that. I like to see that. I like to see that.
They got options.
They got options. But that Tennessee State game, game would be crazy.
Yeah, that used to be a big thing over in Atlanta for the Atlanta Football Classic. Man, that was a big game between. I think one year. I think that was Bethune and Tennessee State maybe played in Tampa. I think that was. It wasn't FAMU. One of them. Somebody played in Tampa against Tennessee State. I forgot, was it Bethune or FAMU though? But I'm with you. I'll take a FAMU Tennessee State at the Orange Blossom. I think that would be really good.
I would make my way back down there for that. Definitely would be. All right, let's go over these recaps of our picks. All right. Got the battle of the picks. We both went with FAM, Northwestern State, Grambling, Jackson State, Tennessee Tech, FIU. Only real difference is for the Labor Day Classic, he went with Texas Southern. I went with Prairie View A&M. All right. Next up for the MEAC and the Cousins, everything's pretty much the same. We rolling with the big dogs. See how everything plays out. All right, P. Call lines are open. 518-263-8124. 518-263-8124. P. Week 1. What are you most excited about now that Black HBCU football is back? College football is back in general. What are you excited on the overall aspect of college football? Because I know you're LSU and Arkansas and all that, and then HBCU as well.
Well, have you seen the Week 1 top 25 matchups we got?
Woo!
LSU and Clemson, Ohio State and Texas, Alabama, Florida State.
That's gonna be crazy.
I'm just naming some stuff, man. It's man, goddamn, thank God college football. Man, football is back, man. I mean, just the sheer star power of Week 1 that we're getting to start the season, man. I'm excited to watch it because in this age of the transfer portal, in this age of NIL, I cannot wait to see these teams roll out. I watched Iowa State and Kansas State last week over in Dublin, Ireland.
That was a good game.
Wasn't that a damn good game?
That was a good game.
And I mean, it was power football.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I like. I'm just excited it's back, man. It's give us an opportunity to really see what these teams are like. And guess what? These coaches are going to have to do some real coaching with these roster turnovers. But most importantly, do you think Texas is better than Ohio State? Texas the number 1 team in the land. And from what they've been saying, Texas in terms of talent, that this game may not be close.
Oh, nah. They smack. They're smack. And what I think is going to happen, I'm not, I'm a Michigan fan through and through. My wife's an Ohio State fan. I think Archie Manning gets brought back down to planet Earth.
He's not the guy that you think.
Yeah, he's not your Joe Burrow. He's not your Andrew Luck. He's not your Cam Newton. I think he gets brought back down to earth. I think Ohio State's they're going to have some hiccups. They lost a lot of talent, right? Like they lost their quarterback and stuff like that. But it's still Ohio State. And I got to see Archie Manning against the big dog. Like Archie Manning Archie Manning came in spurts last year. Like it's different when you step out in that field and you really got to, it's your show. You're the guy, right? So we'll see what that looks like going forward. But where is it at?
The game is that Ohio State, I believe.
Oh, yeah, they losing that game. They lose it in the horseshoe. Yeah, you lose.
I believe it is. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that game is at the horseshoe. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. The other one is Death Valley versus Death Valley. What you see right here, LSU has not been able to win a game 1 in quite some time, and this is going to be electric. And all eyes,
Is
Brian
that
Kelly
LSU? Is that LSU?
is at Clemson.
Is that? Oh, that's a dub.
Is that the other Death Valley?
Is that the other Death Valley?
Because you know they both call they
It's my
stadium
Death Valley. Yeah.
And have you seen the run down the hill? Have you seen?
I
the
love
run
that.
down
I
the hill?
love that. That deep hill. Yeah, that's tough.
Can LSU go in? Because we've all seen right now the spotlight is on Brian Kelly. And I'm in Baton Rouge. LSU fans are getting restless right now. They want a championship team, contending team. And it seems like LSU is just kind of underachieved from getting where they want to be, especially after he leaves Notre Dame and then the black man takes Notre Dame to the national championship. So it's like,
was it really you? Or
was it really you?
Yeah.
They was ready to fire the man after he lost to Northern Illinois last year.
Facts.
But they turned it around. So I think all eyes are going to be on it. And one that I really believe that Florida State and Alabama is interesting because it's going to be in Tallahassee. Caleb DeBoer coming in a year 2 with Alabama is still having that hype. That's the Nick Saban lore that's still around because it's still fresh. But Florida State, a team that's looking to get back on track. Mike Norvell and Florida State, that's an interesting matchup.
I like it. Okay, let me go back to LSU. I'm not a fan of your quarterback. I mean, not your quarterback, but LSU. Yeah. I don't think he's that guy. I'm
Nussmeier.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I don't think he's that guy. I think they're trying to put him in a position to be the guy, but I don't really think he's that guy. I watched that Alabama LSU game last year. He was just god awful. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're bad. So I'm high on Clemson because I like Cade. I like Cade, the quarterback at Clemson. I think he's really good. And Clemson always just built, like, to me, if Trey Oliver, if you could package Trey Oliver into a FBS program, to me it would be Clemson, right? Like they just do it their way. It's not what everybody thinks it should be. It's just they do it their way, and I like that sometimes. For the Florida State and Alabama thing, I like Kostopoulos, whatever his name is, the quarterback. I like him. I think he's fiery. Yes, is he short? Yes. Is he going to be a problem in certain instances? Yes. But I do like his mobility. I like his arm. Florida State has to get back, and A&M and Alabama A&M is, Alabama is not the Alabama of old. So now it's a Kalen DeBoer Alabama, which is going to be spread. It's going to be a lot of run and gun. It's going to be a lot of up and down. So I don't think it's going to be the brunt force. We're just better than you type of Alabama teams. I think you'll have to scheme up some wins. And I don't think Florida State is to the level yet to win those games, but I wouldn't be surprised if they made it a contest because, again, I like Kostopoulos, whatever his name is. So it is what it is. Let me get to this caller. Smoke coming to you.
Scotty. Man, listen, it's that time of the year, man. When smoke calling, you know it's that season. It's that season. Man, listen, I'm just glad to be back. It's been a long few months without college football in general. Hopefully my Tigers, don't start the weekend off like your boy did over there. Got his ass. Unfortunately though, I won't be attending our first home game this weekend. I won't. I will be at Clemson, watching Clemson play LSU. My nephew, #1 recruit in the state right now, committed to LSU, so we going down to Clemson. We're gonna watch them play LSU, man. It's gonna be a good game for real.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Congratulations. That's big time, man. That's big time. Hey, Smoke. Hey, Smoke. Like, call back, like after the week or whatever. Call back in and tell us how the recruiting trip went. I want to hear that experience.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, I've never been to Clemson before. I've been to LSU, but this is my first time going to Clemson. So I'm gonna be like a little kid, bro, in the candy. So it's gonna be exciting for me.
Man, that's what's up, man. And I hope you come back to a Jack State loss, man. That'd be really nice, man. That just double up my fun right there.
Now, Scotty. See, I was just gonna say I'm gonna be paying attention, I'm gonna be watching you this weekend, but damn, dog.
You listen. I always, you know me, don't let my picks judge my heart, okay? Because I'll pick Jackson because that's the right smart thing to do. But who am I rooting for? I'm rooting for Hampton, baby. I'm rooting for Hampton.
What Mike Reed say? Don't piss me off.
Okay, hey, look, I got 2 questions for you.
Talk to me.
Are we going to get a Mike Reed show this week?
Yeah. We come back on Wednesday night.
So
Yeah, Wednesday night.
Okay. Now, last question. Do you think it's possible for Valley to start out their season 1-0?
I do think it's possible. I really do. Now, quarterback wise, I think we got to figure that. They got to figure that out to see who's their quarterback. But to get Fillmore Southern and to see what they like to do and see how they like to attack you, the only thing you have to worry about is if they go with Jalen and that they would try to be a little bit more balanced of an attack. But if that boy Cam McCoy step out the building, I'm like, listen, man, we loading the box and we gonna play off man and we gonna figure this thing out.
Oh, hey man, listen, I'm tuned in the whole weekend. I'm glad football is back. Hey man, I'm gonna let you go, Scotty. Appreciate it, my boy.
Hey, appreciate it, Smoke, man. Enjoy your trip, Brody.
He say anywhere he gonna go, a Tiger gonna win this weekend.
Either way. So one of these Tigers gonna go.
Yeah, one of them Tigers gonna win. Either it's a JSU or LSU or it's Clemson.
What? Let me ask you this, P. You're an Arkansas fan. What's the rumblings around Arkansas? How y'all?
I've been on the Pittman got to go train. Sam Pittman got. I've been on it. I great guy, right? Great guy, great guy. But once again, this ain't personal. It's business. I've been off the scent. Sam Pittman been needed to go a year and a half ago. I just think there's a coach that can reach their ceiling. He got you out the dumps because Arkansas was in the dumps. He got you out the dumps. Yeah. I think we went to the Outback Bowl down in Tampa, played Penn State, if I'm not mistaken. It's over. It's time to move on. If Arkansas the SEC ain't getting no weaker.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it ain't getting no weaker. And when I say weaker, shit, we at the bottom of the barrel. I tell people all the time, I think the CIA is playing a mind trick on Razorback fans trying to see how loyal can you be to something. Because they do just like I say Southern's been doing. When you get the opportunity with the bright lights and everybody's watching, Arkansas finds the way to be Arkansas and loses the fucking game, whether it's basketball, football, baseball. Did you watch the College Baseball World Series? Did you see how Arkansas lost that?
No.
Oh, man, I'm glad you didn't. Would I keep it's time to just move on. Petrino, you just showed Petrino. Put Petrino back up on the screen.
Oh, man. Hold on.
It's his fucking fault we ended up like this in the first place. We were just in the Sugar Bowl playing Ohio State. He goes and sleeps with one of the coach's girlfriend, fiance, wife, whatever it was, gave her a job. He looks like this because he can't ride a goddamn motorcycle and then crash.
Dang.
Conflict of interest on the job. Lack of control. Institutional control. He loses his job and sends Arkansas in the slumps for a decade. John L. Smith took that program over. We was losing to ULM and then Chad Morris. San Jose State. I mean, it was just horrible. And we still ain't quite figured out. So I think Pittman has been good enough to get us out of that cellar dweller from. Yeah. I'm saying cellar dweller, not the SEC, but in college football. We was losing to anybody.
That's funny.
Western Kentucky, San Jose State, North Texas. Come on, bro. So Pittman got us out of it, but I think now it's time. Hey, Urban Meyer, what you doing these days, brother?
Oh.
Gruden, what you doing these days, bro?
I'm not getting no done.
I don't know. I'll take anybody.
I'll take anybody. Willie Simmons?
I'll go Deion before Willie.
Oh, wow.
Willie got to show me something at FIU, Willie.
Well, Deion, we'll talk Deion and Jerry Jones. That would be nasty. That NIL money would come in heavy.
But the story was Deion, when it was that whole Jackson State thing, he reached out to Arkansas trying to become the coach there.
Yeah.
And they was like, well, you don't have the coaching experience. But I'm just at some point, the Razorbacks got to find a way to get up there. But the state of Arkansas right now is not good in terms of recruiting high school talent. Very, very bad right now. So their pipeline is Texas, basically. So, but the state of Texas is getting recruited by everybody and their mama these days.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the hardest part for Arkansas. But no, Arkansas got the money. Walmart and Tyson, what more do you need?
Yeah, that ain't never been a problem for Arkansas.
No, it don't.
Cal, coming to you.
Hey, what up, fella?
What's up, man?
Hey, so Southern, right? Was Southern. What are the chances? The over under for the season you had him at? Did you have him at 5 games or 6 games?
Yeah, I don't remember.
What about you, Perry?
He said over under 5 or 6 games for Southern. He goes.
I got him over. Yeah. Who's this team?
Jackson.
Oh, it's funny. It's worth laughing about. Okay.
What are the chances they go under 6? Was it 5 or 6? I can't remember. Who else they got? They're gonna beat Valley. They're gonna lose to Fresno. They're gonna lose to us. They're gonna lose to Fam. That's 4 right there, right? You had them losing to PV. That's 5. Did you have them lose to Texas Southern too?
No.
You had
What's your point, man?
50-50.
He said, "What's your point?"
You dragging us on.
No, well, the point is, I'm trying to see if y'all don't win. Let's say y'all win 6 games or 5. Would y'all let go of Graves?
That's above my pay grade.
That is that. I mean, if I'm looking at okay, so you got Valley this week. It should be a dub. Alabama State, that's a loss. Fresno State, that's a loss. Jack State, that's a loss. Bethune, that's a dub. Prairie View, that's a loss. FAMU, that's a loss. UAPB, Alcorn, they probably win both of those. You probably win all 3 of these, and then that's a 50-50 toss up on the Bayou Classic. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit, 5. Yeah, that over under 5-6 looking real.
I'm just saying, once again, I was in this situation last year. Remember? Don't let it be your team out there. All I'm saying. Hey, everybody was on me. I had Alabama A&M talking shit to me last year. Prairie View talking shit to me last year. I mean, everybody was coming out the woodworks when they saw Southern down. We had got shot in the side. But we recovered. Don't let it be your team is all I'm saying. I'm still rocking with Southern. I got my ass whooped Saturday. I'm still rocking, but don't let it be your team is all I'm saying. And then when we get to the end of the season and you look up and it's Southern in the SWAC championship and y'all saying, how the hell did this happen? Because it happened last year.
I'm sorry.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm just saying it happened last year. And everybody counted us out last year, but we found a way to win the game. So once again, we was in this situation. You looking ahead and you ready to give teams W's against us. Y'all did this last year. Just don't let it happen again.
It is early. I mean, it's just one game. Real talk, it's one game. But 2 questions. Like, one is about Southern. Y'all didn't see the tape of Cam McCoy and know that he won't run a real quarterback. I mean, what was the rationale of signing him? Like, that dude ain't a quarterback. Like, what is your evaluation process when y'all evaluating players? Because y'all played against him twice, and y'all seen the rest of the tape he had. He makes terrible decisions. As a quarterback.
Okay. So this is the thing, right? When you're basing it off it all depends on what you feel like you can do with that player. Yes, is he limited? Absolutely. Yes, is he not a true quarterback? Yes. But if you run the ball like Southern does, what you saw on Saturday is why you bring him in. Is because you have to account for all 11 guys. It's not just, hey, your quarterback is going to just, like, if Jalen Woods did that RPO, nobody cares. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's not running 80 yards for a touchdown. It's like, okay, he might get you 15 or 20 and he going down.
And how many teams in the SWAC is talented is North Carolina Central?
That's fair.
I'm asking seriously. How many teams are that well coached and that talented in the SWAC like North Carolina Central? Trey Oliver won a fucking Black College now. He beat DeSean with Travis Hunter and Shador. and Shiloh and everybody. So I'm saying that was a damn good team we played. Whoop half y'all asses that's in here talking crazy. So don't take it out on Southern. Trust me, if you was in that situation, it would have been your ass whooped too. Trey Oliver's a really good coach. North Carolina Central is a really good team. And if you put them in the SWAC, who beats them? I ain't making no excuse, but I'm literally saying that was a good team. Don't take it away from them being a really, really good team. I think that's a potential FCS top 25 team we played. Really. So I want to make sure I put that out there. NCCU is no slouch of a program, not a team, but a program who held up a Black College National Championship just a couple years ago with a coach that is really good coach and almost won it again, won the conference last year. So don't overlook because it was NCCU. That is a really good team. And I want people to understand that it ain't like they were some slouch of a team. That was a really good team.
I appreciate the call, Cal. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead. What's your last one?
One last. Well, I was gonna say two things real quick. I want to make so about McCoy. Are you saying that Southern got him off potential or hypothetical?
No
abilities.
No, there's no hypothetical ability. You know what his ability is. You just have to use the ability in the way that benefits your team. I'll give you a perfect example. If you take Cam McCoy and you put him on Georgia Tech is going to use him like a power quarterback, and they're going to run him to death. And that's what you would do with Cam McCoy, and they'll probably be successful with it. But if you took Cam McCoy and you put him on Texas, you'd be like, why the fuck would you do that? He can't throw. You see what I'm saying? Like the same player in a different system works. You put Cam McCoy in Army at the Army team, they going crazy.
And why Jackson State turning their back on him? Y'all recruited him too. And you played him up until the point that he was hurt. And if you ask me, TC really wanted him to be his starting quarterback.
Facts.
They did.
It was up until he got hurt in the Southern game. It opened the door for Jacoby, and then the fact that Irv Mulligan made it a balanced offense. But you cannot tell me TC did everything he could to get Cameron McCoy every opportunity. Why did he do it? It's because he see the talent.
Potential.
That's it.
He seemed like that ability, home run ability.
Yeah.
It does change the defense dynamics of what the formations and schemes you get. You got to account for the quarterback now.
There you go.
Instead of 11 on 10, now it's 11 on 11. You account for the quarterback defense schematically. One last thing I want to say: where is Detective Campbell at? Is he going to do a little call in and about a report in Atlanta?
I don't know. He was doing a show with Rocky earlier today, but I don't know. But appreciate the call though, Cal. Hey, Rocky, coming to you. What's up, Rock?
What's up, my brother?
What's goody?
What's going on, man?
What's goody?
Hey, man, I the other night, man, when y'all was talking about, y'all spent 2 hours talking about the offensive problems, and the reason why the game went the way it did is because their defense was putrid, bro. Like it was the defense. You try to blame it on the offense, but it was the defense.
I say it was it was everything, Rocky.
Over 14 points. The defense was garbage.
Hey, Rock.
And again, Mark Frederick was up against a very tall task because the defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. And he was forced to try to do things to put points on the board because, again, in the first quarter, it should have been 14-0, but Walker Harris fumbled the ball in the end. 14-7, because Walker Harris fumbled the ball in the end zone. But up to that point, they hadn't stopped nobody, bro. It was like 27 plays to 4?
Yeah.
27 plays to 3? It was something ridiculous, bro. And so what I'm saying is, you can't win a game with that defense. You can't win a game. And you can talk about how good a coach Trey Oliver is, how good a team NCCU is, but they didn't even come close to stopping them in the first 3 quarters. Didn't even come close. So how do you combat that as an offense when the pressure is on you out the gate as an offense? How you combat that, Perry? What do you do about that, Scotty? When you look at your offense and they don't have no clue as to how to stop the other team.
I think with this situation, when you look at talent around the SWAC, I get when it comes to the play calling. That same play calling, even though people don't like it, it got Southern to a SWAC championship last year. And you know why? It was the talent around the ball. See, we have these conversations, but then when we peel back the layers of the SWAC, you're speaking as though there's teams like we got 5-6 teams out of 12 that's just as talented. And what I'm saying is, I get everything that you're saying in terms, and I don't think it was just, I think it was all three phases of the game that didn't look good for Southern. It was offense, defense, and special teams. Southern didn't look good as a unit, as a football team, but once you get into the conference play, you start to see most teams that you can finesse out of because of just the talent. Even if the play calling ain't to your liking, you got enough that can finesse around because of the talent that you have. So I see what you're saying in terms of the game plan and how it played out against NCCU. But then once you get into SWAC play, once again, I say SWAC good. When you put SWAC good against FCS outside of conference of the SWAC, what does it typically look like? It looks like what you just saw this past weekend. But when you get into conference, it typically shows itself. It's FAMU, it's Jackson State, it's Southern, and Alabama State right there teetering around. And then out of those, the rest of the teams in the 12 is just bunched up.
So so this is what I'll say. I believe in the 4 years I've been watching the conference, Jackson State has had great showings out of conference. So is FAMU. Even against FCS.
What great showings out of conference has Jackson State had?
Against that Monroe team, they did pretty great.
They lost.
Against
They
the
lost.
team or whatever.
They lost. What are you talking about? They lost.
Did they beat South Alabama? Didn't they beat South Alabama?
They didn't play South Alabama. No, they didn't play South Alabama. What are you talking about? They went down. They went down to the wire with Delta State. Like you don't want to talk about that though. You know,
they lost the Celebration Bowl
by a touchdown. I mean, they beat Delta State a D2 by a touchdown. You ain't talking about that though.
And they lost the Celebration Bowl 2 years in a row.
I mean, bro, the Celebration Bowl they lost. They lost by a bucket.
It's an out-of-conference game. What are you talking about? Come on.
No, but they didn't get dominated, bro. Like
it ain't about dominated. They lost.
You lost. It's about wins and losses. You lost. They lost. One of the most talented HBCU teams ever lost.
But all this Cam McCoy hate is unnecessary to me, man. The guy is a dual threat, sensational running quarterback that has the capacity to pass the ball some. You have to design an offense that he can operate efficiently and effectively.
Okay.
That's all you have to do.
It's not okay.
You know,
when you say that, right? And you can see what if your quarterback is limited, because you can see how limited he is, because all he did was throw go balls, and if his first read wasn't there, he was running. So my thing is that just shows you how inept the coaching staff is that you could see that at Jackson. We saw it at Jackson. You bring them here, and you don't say, you know what? We're going to go option with you. We're going to run an option-style offense with you. We're going to do, we're going to just use.
They should run a spread option. I thought they were going to run a version of it when they started doing the jet sweeps, but they didn't have anything to come off of those jet sweeps that involved him in the running game, nor the running back in the running game.
So again,
go ahead.
Again, that just shows you how inept the coaching is. Like that to me, again, earlier in the show, I said you could see the talent on Southern, but the talent is not. It hits a wall because of the coaching, because you're trying to fit a circle in a square peg. Like you put Cam McCoy, who's a run-first quarterback, and you're trying to make him into something he's not. If they run the Navy triple option, that's a completely different game. And you can't, nobody can tell me nobody different.
Cam does throw a beautiful deep ball.
I believe he can run the spread option that Pat White used to run at
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
But see,
Virginia, he can certainly run that.
But this is the issue, though.
Matter of fact, he's ideal for that.
This is the issue, though. Pat White was great in between the hashes. Cam McCoy is not very good in intermediate throwing. He's not. I've seen that at Texas. I've seen it at Eastern Michigan. I've watched his tape. His his intermediate passing is not the best. So at the end of the day, when I'm asking you to hit a seam in the hole, or if I'm asking you to hit a hole shot, or if I'm asking you to hit a deep in or a deep dig, that's where his limitations come in at. But if you keep everything vertical and nice, easy, because again, based off the offense that Southern runs, you can dictate to the defense because they got to bring an extra man in the box. So everything's got to be one-on-one or either cover three.
I thought they made a good adjustment in the first half to get the ball to the tight end a little bit. But that looked like number 5 is a tight end, right? They threw it to him over the middle once or twice. One time I think he caught it, one time he missed it. But I thought that was the play, like fake the run, throw it to the tight end coming in the middle of the field. He's not a great passer, and I'm not saying that, but he has some attributes that can really make him effective in the college game, provided he's running the right system. And that's all I'm saying.
I agree.
And I've seen quarterbacks like that be tremendously effective in college.
Again, Rocky, nobody's not saying that you're not right. We're just saying that shows the ineptitude of Southern's coaching because everybody else can see it except them. It's like, damn, we all can see, hey, you need everything with Cam McCoy needs to be play action.
Because Cam McCoy and Trey Holly in the backfield.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's, you know what I'm saying? Everything with Cam McCoy has to be play action because the threat of a run is always going to help. Like, if you even mixed in a little bit of that Texas Vince Young spread, you know what I'm saying? Like where that jet sweep with that veer, where they used to do that spread veer and he would kind of run with the ball and he would kind of move with it. Like if you added elements of that, even if you don't hit a big play every time, you know you're going to gain yards because you have to account for Cam McCoy. He's just that dangerous with his feet. But again, you don't see any of it. So again, I keep saying that shows the ineptitude of Mark Fredericks because it's like, bro, I have this special talent that can take an 80-yard play to the crib as a quarterback.
Yeah, and I have some plays with both quarterbacks on the field.
Put him at slot. Come on, man.
That deep ball he threw to Darren Morris, I believe McCoy gets that.
Facts, right?
Darren Morris came up. McCoy gets that.
It's crazy, man. I just
hate to see teams, quarterbacks criticized for in situations like that where it's just not a good fit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's really not a good fit. And you're right, Scotty. The coaching staff, its responsibility is to design a game plan that fits the players that they have on the squad.
Facts.
And to be honest with you, Southern hadn't done that in 4 years since I've been watching.
Can I say this? Can stay with me, Rocky? Stay with me, Perry. Look at what Kalen DeBoer did in the beginning of Alabama season with that quarterback, and then what it looked like by the end of the season with the same quarterback. He tried to bring in that Washington style. He said, you know what? We ain't doing that. We going straight QB power run, spread, jet motion, and it turned it and it worked for Alabama to get those W's, right? So to me, that is what you do with Cam McCoy. I'm taking Kalen DeBoer's style of how he used what was the quarterback's name last year?
Milroe.
I'm taking exactly what he did with Milroe. And Milroe's a better passer. I'll give you that. But as a runner, him and McCoy A1. They A1.
And I don't think nobody's really on McCoy. I think all eyes, we talked about it on the show last week, all eyes were going to be on Mark Fredericks.
Facts.
And I think at the end of the day, you just heard a Jackson State fan just trying to poke fun at Southern. But I don't think the masses, everybody saw the potential and the talent. I don't think the masses are blaming McCoy. I think everybody's asking about the scheme.
Facts.
And the scheme comes down to the offensive coordinator. And that's where, if you want to know from the Southern fans ain't saying nothing about McCoy. The Southern fans are saying everything about Mark Fredericks. That's the reality of it. So I don't think.
Go ahead, Rob. And to be fair about that other quarterback, he hadn't proven that he's a drop back passer.
That's
and he
fair.
Can move the ball
No,
consistently.
that's fair. And I said that earlier in the show. I said Jalen Woods hasn't proven to you that he can take over a game and he can throw it 20, 30 times down the field. But again,
absolutely,
as a offensive coordinator, it's no different than a defensive coordinator. Hey, I got to protect my weak link. I got to protect what I don't do well. I have to hide. I gotta limit. I can't leave my worst DB on the island with their best wide receiver. That's just being a coordinator. And the same thing offensively is like, hey, I know McCoy is limited in certain ways. How can we make him the most effective? And that, to me, is where Mark Fredericks and the Southern coaching staff is absolutely trash, because it's like, we saw what McCoy was last year with Jackson. And you brought him over and tried to do the same thing that Jackson was trying to do with him, and it didn't work with them. And they were a better team than you.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make sense.
And another thing, I didn't like the fact that they panicked late in the game. Well, not late in the game, but you know, when they went to they start passing the ball exclusively the last couple series, and that just ain't his game, man. That just ain't his game.
It's not.
He just that's just even on that. Remember that 1 4th down in the second half that they had. Well, on 3rd down where they tried to pass the ball and he missed badly on an out route, and then they came back and threw the ball again. But I'm like, if I'm gonna go out on 3rd down, I'm gonna go out running the ball, especially 3rd and 2, and they tried to pass the ball again. But what I also wanted to say is the offensive coordinator was under a lot of pressure. And I wanted to ask Perry this, though. What do you expect defensively at Valley?
I don't know. That's the thing about it. You said from Southern or Valley's team?
From Valley.
No. I mean from Southern. What do you expect from your defense at Valley?
If they come out
like when you play.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying when you go to Valley with that defense, what do you expect?
Once again, did that defense play good? No, the D-line was getting pushed around because you put up against 5 starters who returned from last year's team for North Carolina Central. Once again, you can't compare every team to what you saw from the last week matchup. Southern, I still feel, is a talented defense. It has been that in this conference for the past 3 years under Henry Miller. It's just, unfortunately, it got exposed against a much better team in North Carolina Central. You take that and you go against Valley, there's going to be a drastic difference, in my opinion, that I feel in terms of the talent and the coaching of a program that I saw last week compared to coming up this week. I'll take my chances with Southern's defense coming up this week because you got a Mississippi Valley team that don't know what they got. A new quarterback, they got a new everything. Yeah. It's not a camaraderie. It's not that chemistry ain't there with an offense that returned for North Carolina Central that damn near brought back everybody. So there's a difference there. Did you see North Carolina Central's O-line? Did you see all 5 of those big jokers? They look good. Yep. Everybody not going to have that O-line moving forward in this conference. So if that's going to be Southern's defense, I'm not going to hit the panic button right now because we went up a really good team. Valley ain't North Carolina Central. I just want to put that out there. Valley is not North Carolina Central. But if Valley does take advantage,
did you see anything defensively?
I got to ring the alarm, Rocky.
Did you see anything defensively that you think they'll be able to do against Valley?
I'm just saying the talent difference, Rocky, is completely different.
North Carolina.
You're talking about what the talent difference is completely different from what North Carolina Central was. When you bring, how many teams in this conference bringing back 5 offensive returning linemen? I'm asking. How many teams in this conference got a returning quarterback who was a star for you?
Listen, I'll say this because I think we're going around in circles, but I do think I'll agree with Perry on this. Okay, Rocky, I said this. I said if Southern brings that same whack-ass scheme to Valley, they could possibly lose. I said that flat out. But also, if you cannot block Kelby Givens, that scheme works. right? So it goes both ways. Me personally, I look at it like this. If I'm Valley, Kelby Givens is not going to beat me. Somebody else is going to have to show up. And I'm chipping him on every single play. And I'm making it hard for them. But again, going back to what Perry's saying, does Valley have a quarterback that's as competent and as poised as Walker Harris? Because think about it. There was a couple plays he should have been sacked, but he dived in, got in, boop, 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 and pushed through and gained 10 to 15 yards. I mean, it was 1 3rd and 9 that he ran and got a first down on the 1, right? So do you have there's bits and pieces of that game to where we could say, well, they just had a better player or he made a great play. Can we see the same thing from a Valley team? We don't know yet. But I will say this, if they bring that same whack-ass scheme, I'm telling you right now, if you can't complete passes in that scheme, you got to get rid of your whole offense because it's not hard. It's really not. Play 7 to 8 yards off. Like, that ain't hard.
Other than 91, I didn't see another D1 defensive lineman on Southern's team.
I'm not okay.
91.
Okay, hold up. Talking about. I did like. Was that big fat light skinned boy? I like that kid. The big fat D tackle.
91. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then we agree. I agree with you. Then. Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Like the little dude. All you can eat. Y'all had a bunch of them on the defensive line, man.
I'm just saying, Rocky.
I don't even know that song, so I don't even know why I did that.
That offensive line from North Carolina Central was different. You returned all 5 guys from the previous year, man. That's just something. That's continuity. That's just something you can't make overnight.
It don't make your interior defensive line move any better. Doesn't make them any stronger.
I'm saying the talent is going to be different, Rocky. It's about the matchups. Have you seen good teams go and lose to a bad team sometime and say, well, how did Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame?
Well, again, maybe I'm wrong, and all 5 of those dudes from NCCU should be drafted in the NFL. But what I saw the other night is I saw 2 or 3 interior defensive linemen that had no shot to make a play at any point they were on the field. No shot to make a play. The only kid that made a play was 91. That's it.
We're gonna see what
all
that
the other guys was just standing there in one place playing. You had looked like 400-pound defensive tackles playing in the nickel defense, bro. What were they doing in the secondary?
I don't think. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you go, Rocky. I don't think they got there by themselves. Okay, I think NCCU put them there. I appreciate the call, man. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Sergeant, it's too late. I'm closing the call lines down. Call next time, man. But
the moral of the story, that O-line, I mean, I get what he's saying about Southern's defense, but North Carolina Central's O-line, can we just
different? It's different. It's good. No, you're right. It's MEAC football. That's MEAC football.
It's trench play.
It's trench play.
You're not gonna get that week in and week out in the SWAC. Maybe right. Jackson State, FAMU. You're not getting that every week in the SWAC, and that's my point. And then the depth. You're not getting that every week talent-wise. And then you got 5 returning guys from a team that did what they did last year. So that's all I'm trying to tell Rocky. It ain't like Southern finna see that every weekend. We're not.
Yeah. And I'll say this, and Jamon, yeah, I could have sworn you said somebody was winning, but it wasn't y'all. You say that, I'm just curious because you was real. Oh, Scotty, I know we going down. Yeah. Ale, take it. Sit down. All right. Anyway, but no, I agree with you, Perry. Listen, week in and week out is going to be different matchups, and Valley got to prove that they got the horses to compete. That's just what it is, right? So, and we've known Valley to have smaller O-linemen, a little quicker, a little smaller, not a little undersized. They always been an undersized team. So we'll see what that looks like going forward. And can they even hold up against a Kelby Givens and 91 and all those guys and all those boys? But I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot more blitzing from Southern against Valley because people are going to want to see some type of change. They're going to want to see some type of, hey, let's do something different than just sit back and get picked apart. But if T-Buck has found a decent quarterback, you know what I'm saying, and y'all play that whack ass scheme again, I'm just telling you right now, it's gonna be a long day for y'all. Now, I do think y'all be able to get y'all P's and Q's off, and we'll see what Valley looks like overall. But it should be a
Some
good
of the SWAC good. I mean, I gotta keep reiterating that. SWAC good is different from FCS good. So when we get into the SWAC, as we say, you're gonna see it's just North Carolina Central, man. When you watch that team, they was different, man. They are well coached program. That is a program. Trey Oliver has been there. They had a returning quarterback. How many teams in this conference got a returning quarterback who is somebody?
Yeah, that is somebody. I am somebody.
How many teams right now can tell you in the SWAC that they are 100% confident in their trench play? How many teams?
Not many.
I mean, I'm asking an honest question. We got our ass whooped. I can accept that. But what I saw out there was a really good football team. Really, really good, which I'm high on. A football program that won a Black College National Championship. A football team that is still developing guys and guys waiting their turn and getting their opportunities, and they're shining because they're part of the system. They're part of the program.
Yeah.
Leone been there with Trey Oliver every step of the way, developing what he wants to develop. How much of that continuity around the SWAC are you seeing?
Not much.
Once again, that's why I say over the years, what's the same teams we have continued to see? Southern, Jackson, FAMU, and sprinkle in a little bit of Prairie View. That's it.
Oh, I forgot they got that white boy from that D2 school. Hey, y'all might
talking about Valley.
Yeah,
they got 5 of them.
Y'all might get put in a blender. Play design is half the battle.
Yeah.
You might get put in the blender while you keep playing, but all right, Perry, let me get up out of here, man. Let people know where they can catch you at, and see if you're gonna be here on Monday with a full body cast on.
Shit, I'll be dressed as a devil on Monday. Shit, if we, I'm going to the Halloween store Saturday. But you guys can catch me on the Jaguar Journal every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on 107.3 FM in the Baton Rouge, capital city area. And if you're not able to catch me there, you can watch the Jaguar Journal live anywhere via our YouTube channel. Just type in the Jaguar Journal, as well as on our Facebook page. And we're on all social media, X. We're on Instagram, of course, Facebook, like I just said, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. And you can also keep up with me on the Yard Network. You can follow us on YouTube and across all social media as well, Facebook, X, Instagram, and all of those things. And then right here every Monday with my man Scotty. And I want y'all to know I showed up.
Yeah.
Who the hell y'all think I am? I've been doing this, man. I ain't going nowhere. I just was a little beat up.
Oh, goddamn.
I just healed as the show went on. No, I took it. You watched Dragon Ball Z. I took a sensu bean.
Sensu bean. Yeah. I like that. Listen, man, appreciate you, Perry, as always, man. You're a great sport. Hey, listen, tomorrow, guys, debut episode of the 700 Park Avenue show here on the platform. It is a Norfolk State centered show. We'll have some Norfolk State legends come on and talking about the game. That will be every season at Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. So make sure you're tuned in. I will be the moderator / host with the most. What's up?
The day you ever get Michael Vick on there, please let me come on there. Please. I just want to take a screenshot with me and him on the screen. Please, if you get Michael, bro, that is my favorite player ever. If you ever get him, please.
I got you. You know you're my guy. I got you.
And I've been rocking with Norfolk when nobody else was anyway.
I said, be home.
Come on, Norfolk. Show me some love. Perry been rocking with y'all for years.
Oh, man. So make sure you guys are tuning in tomorrow, Tuesday, 8 o'clock, 700 Park Ave. We're doing a full Norfolk State breakdown for the Towson game. That should be in full effect. And Wednesday night, the breakdown is back with me, Mike Reed. The host is with the Moses. We'll be talking Jack State and Hampton as well with Mike and see what he puts on the game with the Wings. All right.
Can I say something before we go?
Go ahead.
I saw Tiffany Dunn Sykes at the game. She ain't no big girl.
Listen, man. She called herself the original big girl. That's why I called her OBG.
She actually straight. I mean, I was looking like I didn't get a chance to speak to her. I really wanted to, but she stayed busy talking to people. But hey, she's straight.
Nobody saying she not straight. And nobody saying she.
I'm just saying she's straight. Like, hey, Tiffany,
She not straight as she not straight as a D1 AD.
I'm just saying, Tiffany, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I like what I saw. You all right with me? Yeah, I like what I saw. You know, Tiffany all right with me. Clip that, send that to her somebody. My DM's always open.
Just be careful about them finances. You know, they get a little shaky around. Clip that to her. Clip that, send that to her. All right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Clip that.
Nice yellow thing, man. I mean, I got respect, but I was just like, hey, okay.
Oh, okay. You know,
hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, hey, I like what I saw. She all right with me.
Go ahead down there to Virginia. Go ahead down there to Virginia.
I may go to Virginia. I mean, hey, I can travel. I can get around, you know. Asking for a job. I'm just asking for a place to stay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, just lay my head down.
Hey, straight with me. I saw that thing. I didn't get a chance to see that hand. I didn't know if she was married.
She not married.
Oh, Tiff, what's up? Hey.
She.
And you like my hat? You like my hat?
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that before we go. I saw Tiff. That was my first time seeing her in person. Hey, she all right with me. Tiff straight. Yeah, that thing straight.
So Wednesday, catch me on the D Breakdown. Tuesday, Norfolk State Show here on the platform as well. Man, we're bringing it tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do a show about the rivalry between Texas Southern and go a little deep dive into the Tremaine Jackson and Chris Disman. I ain't really like what I was seeing on Twitter, so I got to call some people out on that. But other than that, man, you know what it is. Listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm a holler. God bless.